Oman sebe senye oman for ebra ana ebechre. Sa obra no ana ye ba be hwe kira kwan. Nti ye ba dia ne ne se enya ahogono ani bre pa ana ye de apie fidie mu ha sei. Mesa mo akwa ba biu e de aba dwumadie yi eso. Let's take this very short opportunity and then yena opening kese ba ko ase eye owura Ben Bracon, right? Yeda owura Ben Bracon asia na kire se yeda na se for that beautiful composition. Enyom kama or say meko mikrom for over 5 years. Yede aye dwumadie signature tune all this while. I'm say nanu ya say the 20th of May ya and Uncle Ben edi 70 years. But oh here Uncle Ben said ye oda hu gina ho no a na che say Uncle Ben wa hwe no hu so yi papa okọ ni kurom no aboa no pa wadi judo ne say didi hamani bia ma still lano although he's 70 he doesn't look 70. He yabeda Uncle Ben ase is belated there, but whichever way we will say a belated happy birthday to Ora Ben Bracon. Just read a little bit about him. He's done quite well in the music industry. One thing that I know for certain, and they say such a tune Mekomi Kuromo, it never gets old. It empty system name with the Ebeka Hota and Mama Susi New Year. Your body be as me what on charging you on your castle by charging a pet the assembly, but one charging because he knows it's going towards a very beautiful cause. And he better not say on your uncle Yen so dear, then you're on crown a better na on church Robima. Mranti ewe some say Kwame Eugene when na se for no so fine on church 1212 be more monaja or monto my I mean so on one to let him live his life through other people as well. Uncle Ben, a very big thank you to you. Na ye na kwabenebo and so ase we the only the one asha da bonu mama amaso so ye na kwabenebo and so ase for being part of this show as well. He's pretty young. After now also he's coming of age, whatever the case may be. He's a very wonderful chap, and I appreciate his company. And then awareness man, and so I say, I was having a chat with awareness man in the background. Awareness is say he's managing in our dear nation Ghana. 12 times there, but he's managing. I'm saying, oh yes, you have to manage. Everything that happens in life is to teach us something or to show us something, and he dwells so much on what life is teaching you through the things that happens to you. And if you do that, you grow through whatever happens to you. Because listen, Tio, life will never sabotage itself. And programming and when you begin to understand some of these things, you only focus on the learning, the teachings that whatever you encounter is teaching you. You save yourself from worrying, overthinking, and what have you. You save yourself from that. Enti awareness man, that's why what it? Don't give up. I mean, him say the TBiano. Things will begin to turn around pretty soon. Yada adofo yi ase awie de ene yenkoi na yema Isaac akwaba me say ene Isaac ene ba classroom tempa Isaac na di kan bai nti yema Isaac akwaba na Isaac wi amako ofa bodi ene ofa kwame eso nti Isaac otime kan ba maso Isaac oh okay Say Isaac and Timmy can't. Mammy call of a body hole. Of a bee. And therefore, Papa.
Papa, ma of a common corner.
So, Ukra feeling bottle one. And ɛsa na sɛ ɔfa kwame wa sɛ wakɔgye aduro bi o sɛ deɛ yi o
ɛnyɛ duro ɔdoma kuma na ɛyɛ na nwanwa nneɛma because mate nsɛm bi a sɛ manka ne ntɛm a awerɛfiri no bɛba
okay yo ɛne ɛba ma so
adwene kɛseɛ
sɛ ɔho yɛ deɛ
ɔdoma kuma da oroma whether you good biribiara ɛkɔ kama ɛno nso mesiri paa yɛ deɛ wɔ sɛ meyɛ
ase ɛne ka deɛ wate a wo sɛ wanka werɛ bɛfi no ɛkeka wi ansa na agya
akeri ne nwom no one of his best ɛna abɔɔyɛ no bidi no ho yɛ wɔ ankasa nyankopɔn ama second chance na ɔtumi asesa brabɔ yi ma nkwasi asɛm na wogyi so saa yes, you could say 13 years as the same.
30 years.
30 years.
Aye.
Oh, now I would you. Who will be our kum? I am Nibu Ukum Crawford, a France animal. A sentence no, or call life. Life no. In France, no life no year 30 years. Say after 30 years now. Oya pillar, it me you. It me feel say 30 years no there. Okay, minimum case na ni so there, but them say I know the ankasa. Say o question na say betumi asesa no ensesa no because o a talent. So despite say ne kwasi asem ni nyina no utini nyuma otumo say yedi kanko. Now, over money, me wear more na we remark be. Nebo. Enra.
Yes.
Who be platform on my na kobrani of a body omubo monopolize a platform no so ma. Party asamon kwa enka occasion say yenya ye gine ye kwan ye be fa so a be me man no esikwe mu no eno omudi omu ayi NDC MPP by e be wasted a whole lot of time o de mai nti next time now one more warning say in your free time sir it may buy even once a week and I say once in every 2 weeks am say beboa one more warning say they are not coming there to discuss their NDC and MPP issues. We are fed up with them. Yeah, many are into memory. If you are new dear, not broso. Nipe mumwa bana mojuma nese mo be divide here. Na mo power no eda hono 2 minutes or hono. Ena mo kun. Enso nye sane epe no. We want to build Ghana. Enti yen hwehwe kwanya we the first one, you bet me a year or mine, and your own beba, chicheni pemu. Now, almost in Tokani means some neighbor. 65 years, or more disturb way, I will be a year teacher of mine. I feel the Quasibunica James and Munchimua, na Machimu. And then a Urea or South Africa or Akasakama. Say your friend is AAE, anti-Africa BWF dear to us. Now the woman say Africans, one more or mutually Africans. Your bubo mudia. One person Africa be united. Your politicians. Because omu ena omu susu ejegua se de be da omu be creative division na ye ne ye kwen ho ne ebure ho na omu mum na omu ne omu yeso omu ye watchman omu ne omu empanimfo no a omu wo o ma bi mu no ena omu di ye yisika omu boye krono say omu adwuma na omu ye no omu ye watchmen and omu protect enkrofo bi interest inti Ghana no de kwaya ombefa so ombe wiaye ni say yenchichi mu na omu so wia fentem because ye beku we are making enra a year course we Chinese for omu ye omu adwuma e wo Ghana omu wia Ghana that it drew that time no cry na adi pressing for ya mobilize omu for certain job binti e ho na omu a omu di niema bi omu wie na niema free Ghana no that's the right moment for them omu de rob ye nti say ye gymnasty ya ye bechichi mu ni ye bechichi mu dia okay monto aso na chichi mu no de na wie ya ne say ye betwe ho aseka na etwitwa ye ho na abofu bia be fie man no na ye ho atoyi oh ye gimi ake too much me kino ho a menti ase aso we no anya de a e wo se nka e ya de so amaye because ye nananom no ye beto wo mo ansa na kwasi broni di na yi aban e ba ye no omo no omo ka omo ho bom e no omo atoto adwene e ne ahwe kwan a ye di bebu that time no de na che yenya huru kwasi broni nti na ye ne anso na kwasi asem kakra bi wum e na kwasi broni di ni na da be fife mu a wa brick ye pasa afi de ye ne na kwasi broni kra kana ho a ye ne na ye twetwe ho asekan obi ne kan expression bi amete was a wise up was a mumma nyansa ye dwuma ana of money asemwa be remu a be beti ya ne se uye bibia ya no correct me amami because ya me refi but the essence of the message in they say adia what me create no eno na obetumi aka kire wo ho say we die eye media so na say what na ho na say channel ni be your my mawo now they saw humra ni say na me siesi o my no a okay why you do what boy China for ma wo ma gain experience but how about you that China for no e be see e kono obeye den womo so me tie de se gemre womo ba betna ihwe aso for 100 years womo de to womo box site I know womo so start here womo kuyen nti am say 100 years in de na Ghana for no original Ghanaian no ne bi ni Ghana biom nti jimi no toso e wo say intente mo aye menya sa ye dwuma ye kaye humum de nyansa no so nyakopo wo maye bi ne enyusu nyansa no se de be ya ye de be build ye my Ghana na obi yama no ye abrofo abe fa ye nkrofo e de wo mu cost slavery mu na de na ye ne aye adwuma me ho a adenti na ye problem mai na ma ye mo sa de hie na channel ni na o mesisi o my ma enkoyi in fact o say nyasa ye dwuma membre no so a mommoa mi se de be ya mo entiase be ye dwuma ni ya hwehwe kwan a ye be fa kwan a e di hope be bagana na ya toto nyasa ni abodi e man no because o man no nye fucking o man only say leadership no na enye dwuma nti leadership no nye dwuma nti da ye wa ho kirem petro ya say enkrofo say friends say one increase friends production because prices no cost no dey and sa petro e will be hey we are boy Ghana Africa from 6 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the evening and no cry no you energy bia so powerful reliable esaye clean yentumi exploit na Ghana senka ye bubo bisia kura na ekosua sa kwaya betumi atapu energy from a year enka akoso mboda mu yikura nka ye de sewo voter region kwa anka ye si solar centers eno kwa na generate electricity magana tabrade for benya omode not for bebia benya omode ma say ye hu ye ho ano say electric cars na eben enti nke no ani se pa aprogo ebi de kura 600 kilometers asana wasa ye recharge na kia this one is saying just say yama ho kire ni niema abem omano so a ye ho kire se munnim nyansa no ni ho a mumma ye kwai ma ye fidi mu nyansa no ye fidi mu nyansa na se mu de ye adwuma Ghana e progress besa e be free ho na we de magi 2 million guso atos abomuso munso a munnim adwuma no you don't have the know-how and my jata so and the Ghana ye ho kire ye wo bi oti Ghana bia ho kire no apart from omuni watch my adwuma so almost say o mine no yes I na kwame independence akwame nkruma kukugu oko ye no wan kokko say Ghana phone cross ye nso wan yan cross ye nsa na enkrofo bi mehwe o say independence no the meaning is say you have to depend on yourself, self-reliance and only a friend independence. Na yes will be better to aduane kura wo die kura yeso China ni na de a friend is saying mo ya de plastic no money in agugu so na de abro udi na say u prostrate ba onti asie enti master say the isi ye ho no nyame apata abrofo no bekuyen be ansa no bekuyen no na yibokofo be ye pasaha na a friend say ye ni aga na for so ye ni aso yakunkum ye ho ade na o mind ye ya boye na nyansa kro enyedu
nti Kwame
kasa
in your view no there the only solution I will prescribe is yensa constitution and I say
yeah achadodo because constitution you know the philosophy of sa present constitution they say monchiche mumu hwehwe kro yo monchiche mumu na wo a wo benya plus 1 ache unua no ono na yemfa tumi no ma no na wo mo ekotranse ye no edie no mo nkoye so empty right from the onset philosophy no you're wrong because ye body dia ye hwehwe kwanya ye be united yes e kwanya ye be chichie mu empty say and change constitution na e kwai be so na ye be united if we are going to maintain our partisan democracy no tell me yes ni bi make an chere be say kwai be na ye betumi united Ghana yes ni bi a wo so nim nyansa wono de wagia boso say ene constitution ni say esisa no on chere me kwanya ye betumi united Ghana master we are beating about the bush ye nam wilderness ye hu no kwan no so
all right na Kwame I'm say yeah okay same way right now is there a possibility say can programming we can reprogram these parties no so that me did can earlier on no instead of we using our energies to try and do the inappropriate we will use that same energy to do the appropriate to say now make and right now I also buy our kind of also say we can say we say it is more to do with we pursue what say we say no more evil as in the young. But with that same energy, if there is a shift in consciousness, there's a shift in awareness. Now say that same energy, from a place of oneness, from a place of knowing that so your NDC news, so support to MPP, so support to CPP, we all belong to one Ghana. Na sanity idea, the ebeto ewo MPP mu ana the ebeto NDC mu no. Although we knew party ni mu dia, but means we are affecting me no. Yes, san adwene na afi no. Yen ko hwe downfall na mu ye hwe kwan a ebeboa ama yetimi grow together. Ebetimi asesa nema. Anasa wo de wo dwen say ye to constitution etwena ye hia reprogramming bia ye to constitution etwene keke. Eno abetima asesa bibia.
Oh, fast money. Tio say me starting for reprogramming no. Yan fan say Ghanaians ya change your mindset. So na NDCU MPP the kika hu ani akotena ho say okay, we belong to certain groups be groups no and manipulate here. Enti here we are yentumi nke hu mom enti yenhwe kwanya yebe trust ni adwene as one people. Ni adwene kwanya yebetumi aba Ghana ayetu anamo. If they can go this step up, your problems are some. But for greediness, any manipulation, still encophobia, what them to say, young bande parties are. Ombaka say no. You know bakum, you be cool, your best man program, you be cool. Because me name so almost say, bet you one would be a new. But oh my year, it benefits every individual in the country. And after so what the answer a boom maya. Now what promoting answer obia what the answer some beba a bit me a civil or minor millions, even 3 euros to cry. Your man award to be yen recognizing no, yen celebrating no. A whole number say for better than yen answer for.
Okay, all right. Memoir who say Isaac opeso busa question ya sound officially waba. Enti mama mani musa question and then Isaac busa question why?
Yeah, Papa smile me that's it. That's so mama kunya. Wafa kwame. Me bisa usa question we show we want me anyima no. Me say bisa ubiem. What's the constitution no? Yen change constitution no. And can best suggest am say constitution no ye change enye. No mom yen amendment wo ho. Because amendment no dey because ono me bisa say e dey yen change na yen fa dey constitution man no want me anyima no. Na me talk into no e dey France me for me you ano me ban be you ano ama ba me bisa wa again. E dey ni man na o pese ye change your constitution no. And I dey anything na o pese change constitution.
Mr. Isaac. Redraw statement let's say redraw statement is say yes it's a constitution because here we Ghana that's our constitution then can home man make the constitution
about democracy and the democracy
what do you mean by what is your understanding of democracy?
Chance offer mani musa na question ni na fe yi ana waje Isaac bon tofa na o answer question.
Yeah, democracy no the constitution na ewu. Into no o say ye constitution nfi wo no na de na yefemra yima no.
And I may say to ye wo Ghana that constitution no ka ho. And the democracy so enye democracy one form of democracy. Say ya fa one form of democracy na enye adwuma. And yet one form penny. Why don't we try the other types of democracies? I didn't think I was a fixing home with the vegetarian master.
Democracy no type of baby woman.
Your friend BB, Tobasi. Wouldn't you want me to?
Oh,
your friend BB participative democracy. It's another model. Nidiane say once ya bo no wo nyansa into once wo nyansa that's what person contribute here. There should be a way Into freedom of expression, and only guarantee a woman. Freedom of expression, just say you don't respect somebody. Won't make a can't within the limits of respect, you can express even any funny idea. So, and only a deep boom, my approach the entire when Yaka say they are building the country out. But yeah, do you know the time we waste on talking about politics? Yet divisive, and so strategies here, you maintain power. And the strategies are yes, will be gaining power. When you waste, to you, when you waste, adia, you bet me a who a quanya, Ghana for, you bet me a produce a healthy food, and you feed everybody in the country. Ubia benye bibiayo. Namune mumako junyo yakasamoa. Kwabram peso beti MPP for NDC for us. Isaac in peso beti your friend is saying MPP for us. And the reason of living, they say the bear will begin Simon Crawford. That's all. That way your future. Where your future.
Of a Kwame Constitution, no, OPCS, I don't know, or draft to be or Honoma. Was it Yanton from that? Or draft to be or Honma, so you're 2 weeks now by my hand.
Mr. Smiley, and he said, ye be according to a quiet at home. And he said, Constitution no accept. He said, the sovereignty of the nation Ghana is in the hands of the citizens. Okay, someone admit here a constitutional truth there. Okay, Sebase bibia funyenia. Ade na munka say Ghana for citizens no sebia bibia domo. Se nipa 20 da omudi omu signature paper. And I say 200 in omudi signature. And now 2,000 and now 2 million paper. Omut me agency say wo constitution. But it's not like that. Woman bet me a change your constitution and as one bet me amend the constitution in no. Woman here, one benefit from as gracia. Now, Ufi say, we hear the plans will say, as gracia no more, yes, a constitution nana. And akoya adia, ya dear local Ghanaians. So, but there should be a way out. There should be a way out because again, I know anyone more dear. These people are benefiting. So, at the expense of Ghanaian taxpayer, can you imagine, say, your friend is saying, one more, 81 more MPs in they are not productive. Say you close or more. They close or more for 6 months, 1 year. Hey, Ghana will never call them back, it's a momra. Because what are they helping Ghana? They are not in production. If we are not in production, nakasa dia will be able to make us. Why? And you almost wasting Ghana, almost wasting potentials.
You offer, you ever that's it, say, what can be fine, right? What can be fine. Oh, dear, constitution, no, dear, and idea. I'm said, the Biano. I said, Dr. Jingo, or Bow, or Paul who has some kakra. Also bad the Biarca constitution, also who has some kakra. Ninaye. Ever do I say? Now,
mission, I don't know. Mission 30 years mission there, no.
Anna Macano. Dr. Jingo, the ambassador for Christ, on only a Paul, on the Nusu de Why? You, Mamma Isaac Imre. Now, we, that's what our body are ready. Yeah, Marco, no sooner I am a call for you. And so, Isaac. Why?
Papa, busy. I can't
okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Over June. You two and Uncle Mamas.
I dream Cassia, which are following why.
Good. Obiajo so far. Now, of I'm pumped to say.
Mimpum dear yet, now in Suna, if she and run at room, she or Ghana room have pa. Na agrada no the abrofo no na abrofo kasa kwa tender a bomu a started by 10 past 9 p.m. na mo ye 10 past 10. A bo agrada bo say hey that Russia Ukraine war no I drew nkran bo believe na abe hey agrada lo boy abe say 12-15 minutes. A bar now because I feel like a bubu.
Wow.
Hey, I know what they now. To about 3 hours.
Nti over agrada ni gasa what comes to mind? Do you have anything that you use side moment no for and say oh the and say who enjoy sa agrada ni dwom sa say okay ya na utro.
I say I mean it's frightening. I mean the sound of it. And what crossed my mind momentarily was that hey, Yana, you know, BC Nyami Iniho. This is the work of God, because anyone any bomb, a cross of man say, hey, Ukraine war, you drew Hana, one bombs will be a drop. And so, you know, let us say some power be Nyami, a boy, not a frightening. A bar, what you say. Just I mean, know how to. What will be that? What do you know? What do you power? 15 minutes. It was frightening. And what dang? Pa, what to say? Who can say? Jinahaya or bomb? Just you feel it. It goes through your whole system. It was frightening.
I got any just I know what who say I'm home.
Oh, say Namina, the Jumani Binano, yeah.
I see.
What says me may more so ding. Yeah, by yes and Chenny P at was a sniper be and in Thompson Yami crowd. It was one of the works of Nyami.
Okay. All right. You offer. Any yabako enim kakra na ansa na yebeka Ghana almost your friend demo no your friend say the mo na amukọ na your friend say ya read them
Arise Ghana.
Arise Ghana demo
the name of the group.
Ansa na yebeka demo no eho asem no minim say what minim me sure say ja parking kind dey wo hu Uruguay for president bi a omo lebu no say on the world poorest president. What was that in article no paper?
I said that I know Tikada Debibu.
Sir. Now and that we were having a conversation in the background. Na sa sem no ekopie mu. Na me ko BBC website. Na article no title no almost say world's poorest president. But okay, Kaya Utimu said Papa he served his people selflessly, right? He gave his all in all to his people. Now I say words are also very powerful, right? Now yeah. Sa label no na was nka omode eto ni din eto article no say world's poorest president and I say in your view no something else could have been used and no be appealing to other leaders to also emulate from him instead of using the word poorest president. Is there any other word you think say media no shape the media is also part of our programming. And say the world's poorest president. Nobody too wants to be poor. Maybe what?
Yeah.
And if what this man is doing and the man is poor, let's say me a leader, why do I do that and be poor? I don't want to be poor. And in your view, do you think there is any other word and reporting such a noble work? You bet me a use in replacement of the word poor. Said the it will be encouraging to other leaders to emulate.
Well, I'm saying, the Amihuana said, one who very well said, say clearly, from this reference point, the media is shaping Obia's mindset. They are not interested in the type of governance structure and the lifestyle of that man, quote unquote, man, describing so a poor. And that is all what they would say, because they are not prepared to use any other phraseology to describe him, because they see him so a poor in terms of car or timu, and if baby our tear, and when you're that affluent, and they are not interested, so they use that phraseology, to just to dismiss him. Say one else one can well leaders in home. So, or when you're interested in one known, if you like, say a agenda in one set, I won't per se they encouraging man for, and so if she on the rather they put it out there, say the well poorest, not just say nobody naturally want to be poor. So that means the man will be an isolated individual, head of state, if you like. So they put him in a box, and that's it, quote unquote. He's very isolated, and everybody want to have a progressive life, live well, with some level of layers of affluence, and or or choose obey. They discuss him. I think they've just dismissed him because they are not interested. They don't want to encourage other people to toe the line out or go to. That is how I see.
And to you, where the men and if they want people to emulate and where the pan and common function.
Now, emulation, and me chose a nipa be reveal. She said, I hear a very gray area. It's so we are head of state. We are seeing Corona Dorso, and they have regular meetings. Now, no say now G7 for Omushia. Omushiano, Western world, if we are industrialized world, see, we are actually suit, we are called Biden say on presidential jet, Air Force One. Papaya, who can Europe on sort of bicycles in the car that be. Who says I'm meeting, and the idea on the free more baby that. So they've seriously isolated him. I don't see it's. Someone will choose that path and say, "Oh, live the life." That's simple life, don't you? I don't want to wade into the you say word very end. What that Papa Lam said, "Who cast one to suit?" Effect crash idea. We cast on tennis. I want the obession in the end. Auntie, let's leave him alone. I had a choice.
Okay, all right. Yeah, found on to one of na later on. Kakrabia, me person will come on na yaka. Oh, no. Why?
Okay, sir.
Now, you know, but you said the moon, emuno, and send me cocoa so, oh my god, the moon, say, me crash, or say, or much ya branch, be a na a two eshano.
I read about it, yeah. That has been picked up by the police, yeah, it's been picked up.
But said Bibia done come there. So
Papa Penny movie when you know why I send me cry baby I'm way it be not ya bono pa ni right so I na me shep image na me mash me nim se na ni na be ye bi mu a I bread pa ti se much age. What no Papa then you say, Papa Penny move I'm ranked here for your my dear now. Papa Penny move for there. I said, Quenchia, Coach, and then you know, yeah, me who say, I say, maybe I won't know who I be at the next day. You be able to me chance a man save me chance be me save one for the arbitral. Then I say, and I'm a who image be so a real. Police officer would in a circle interchange in Asina was slapo young man be then go for general because why please why are you bonus pow I'm say oh so these are the two things and obviously the so tear gas you know they also police phone use tear gas then the pan be journey now obi kura so abeka say be call so kai papa friend for Sue Ampofo NDC or Mupeni no chairman.
Yeah.
Also, tear gas, no, my experience be that. A cold near a yapa. This is when you very cold water, now they are washes and I talk. Now, a ya, oh, finimuna, where ya. Now, where 2 years almost see a for sample for be fine sooner. No, Johnny, one general mosquito, Mr. Seedu Nketia. Who says, Papa for samples was so trained by what or height, Moose would do to send me auntie. Now, oh, Johnny, who say, site, it sounds interesting. Papa can see it in China, or your party can see a penny, not old Johnny. Na me really na me am da phone twitwi me kwa na mti am na me sre na see bi nkete am so no say we slim bastard say wa no so obi kura see and the say explain obi see ofu so ampo fo dwan no o tito say I scramble obi e pe be afa on so o tito gata bi mu na me say oh maybe I could be so I wasn't there it's all reported. These are some of the humorous part of the Tuesday one. Yesterday, Wednesday, it was incident free, but the Tuesday one there, there was a lot of drama. It was quite dramatic too. So that is what the sequence of that. Yeah.
Now, in your view, what new learning should we make from whatever is happening in these demonstrations?
Well, this is my very personal observation. I noticed the Tuesday one and they are quite dramatic, I put the blame squarely on the police, because what one notice of late, the Ghana Police Service now, why trigger happy in using force. I find that distasteful because I see once many times. I mean, I can draw the example of 2-3 weeks ago. Islamic Secondary School, Kumasi. I can draw the example of Nkransa, draw the example of Jura, and baby, the last year or two, trigger happy, they are very trigger to pull the guns and fire rubber bullet, live bullet, and then of course, the AE. Made me feel, me a comparative analysis, in the United Kingdom, recently, just about 2-3 weeks ago, during the Queen's Jubilee, Boris Johnson, on in the year, Omukobi, a man for Jabo, your boy to Pussy for Obian to Tiaga, and Pai will be assumed. And I'm imagining, can you imagine in Ghana, Hana, a Kufuado, Anana, or non public space, with a man for about near boat to who, I'm said Tiagas and Quebec fire straight. So, made me feel, the police has become unnecessarily trigger happy, and that is not good policing. Force the DMs we use to force only when and where there's a clear and present danger. But people, it's quite synonymous with all forms of demonstrations. I mean, we should expect those kinds of rowdiness in the public demonstration, anger. Are criminals or what I think the police, that's good when we have good governance. Yeah, and I will always go to my British police, the Met Police, number one. They're, of course, almost in that public space, they'll be well geared up in their riot gear, their helmets and the glass shields, and so many of them, they're holding arms and then to form a corridor to make sure that the routing demonstrators do not break their ranks and go where they make sure that they are contained one group, one space. Now they shouldn't have the freedom to be all over the place. That then becomes very chaotic. So the British police, from what I know of them, their experience, I've seen them in many righteous situations. I remember during the Iraq-Iran war, Tony Blair time, there were a lot of demonstrations in central London in front of Parliament. Mrs. Thatcher time, I mean, riots, trade unions, Atascado, very, very serious. The police, they don't carry guns, they don't carry anything, but they were able to contain the very harsh conditions that demonstrators in the mall. They are very disciplined. and then they use to code them no meaning very, very barest minimum force. That's when they are. Otherwise, they just have to they cordon off to make sure the routers don't go or break away to be all over the place. They condition them to be in one space, one place. I would expect Ghana police will learn this kind of crowd control as against the Air Coast Ghana and they don't have any training at all. They don't have any crowd control training. They just do what they like. They have to use even sometimes live bullets. I find that unacceptable. Yesterday and Wednesday it was peaceful. There was no drama. But Tuesday there, it was bad. It was very bad. I mean, I think in looking back, and I'm penny for I say Wednesday should be trouble free. And I'm so from beginning to the end, I air trouble free. And I wish and pray say going forward in future, one route situation be on it should be trouble free. There shouldn't be any drama. Yeah, these are my observations.
I see. In your view, no, again say, yeah, positive one here, some more training, maybe.
Very much so, because I know and it's possible. Yesterday, Wednesday, the same group of people, Arise Ghana, they had a clear agreement, the route. Presentee, Minister of Finance, and I've seen images on television. The two deputy ministers, Madam Agnes Bibi Ofori and John Kuma, they handed in their petition. Also Agnes Ofori, I want also J megaphone, also Kasai. She made a few, slides, some speech. Or catch them say yes, they've taken the petition, they'll pass it on to their senior boss, Kenoferiata, and in fact, and then obviously to the president, called Parliament, Haruna Idrisu Kasai, minority leader, and Oseche Mensa, and there was it was trouble free. Ubia Toboba Mobi, Ubia Mobi glass, Ubia Mobia soup, Ubia to tear gas. That was brilliant. What really happened on Tuesday, I don't know what happened. And now, within 24 hours, Tuesday, Wednesday, the same police, the same group of people, one more to me, demonstration, no drama, not even 1 second of drama. So, possible, going forward, say, in future, be able to me, demonstration, it will be a drama free, and to tear gas, glass. It's possible. Because I saw it being possible yesterday, but Tuesday there, now I say Russian-Ukraine war, it was bad, it was not good. I will not expect that to happen again. Wednesday there will be because it's possible.
You, and that's it. We'll say possible. And I was you're working towards that possibility. So
you're maintaining that stance. Yeah, yesterday, the whole of yesterday, it was possible. You gas, you two rubber bullet, you two Inshoshibia and Wubiaso, and confront the Obi demonstration. The demonstration, Sabi, and yet quiet. They are making their noise, they are beating their drum. Go. Yeah, call Omukute placards. Ekufuado is a thief. We are suffering prices, petrol, food, no jobs. Inflation, they were making all these noise. That is why it was a demonstration. They are not going to keep quiet. Making noise will not require, say, will be a unisabu, will be a sum, and I will to tear gas. You just allow them to make their noise. Now, what containing woman? You see, while the police in there don't answer what's someone say, you make sure, say, it depends on me 1,000, 5,000, 20,000 kroner. They are under control. The police force were left and right. Now in the middle, say we'll be able to break it free. Now one top bomb will be doing that is very professional policing, and that happened yesterday. It's possible. Tuesday, do you know why it became like Kiev and now Russia-Ukraine war? No. I think the police did not. Everything was okay yesterday. So why was everything not okay on Tuesday? And the police, I believe, had a bigger responsibility. Arise Ghana, they are out there to make noise. And making noise, you know, Ubiko Akuchana Petrus Kakra, where the Koja Boditi, or Biabonisa, Ukuta drop, or book, Conco, Yania Breco, Kufado is a criminal, Cathedra, and yet, dear Nina, Yama, discussing Abukenina, Sikanya, Yanya Juman, dear Petro, why a day, about dear, why a day, Nina, they are making all the noise. All what the police have to do is cordon off, make sure, say, the noise, you know, people are not going to keep quiet. They are going to make noise, insult the leadership. Yes, that is why it is called a protest. They are expressing their displeasure. And do that until the Kufa, the Kwasia, or a crowd for Nina, and no does not require say any soldier or police labor to tear gas and go. So, where Kwasia also can also a Kwasia and one and yet force beyond them. Or the Kufa, the Kwasia. Once you Kwasia, Attica, Obia, to tear gas. Or you can even choose not to just ignore it. Now, what can I say? Obra, Obijai. And it did happen. Maybe somebody said Kufa Diako for approved for they ignored all those your friends said tantrums, they just ignore it. That's not why they were there, just to keep the peace. And they did keep the peace. And I'm saying, going forward in future, this is how protests via march, should be. They are there to keep the peace. Full stop. Yen to tear gas, yen to rubber bullets. Yeah. Full stop.
You, better was it. Now, over advice, what they also uncle, right? Why not over advice or say demonstration be basa or munkobi?
Oh, and the answer a individual choice, means me advice will be Kobe. When you feel so passionate about it. One more could be to draw one very younger persons. One say I am naturally, a youthful exuberance. Some demonstration my year you be secondary school days and then I'm a leader cry. Because that can be sad. Who sounds so your adrenaline, some hormones be a war body, that will dictate. Not the imagine dream. I'm adrenaline no sacrifice. Inti and I'm a general. Me two car or tear gas governor you pay Ghana. Me to canopy. Eti I would not go. I see. We am rant here. Mumu say we bet me a day. We can two bamwa. You two tear gas. I will be a far. Inti mean advice. They may be more but so you're a younger person. You are more likely a candidate to be. That is open. Yeah. Obi quite a younger person also. Obi decides uncle. It's a choice matter. Ghana says, some fans say, Obi deserve for Kwame to Abagana. Honestly, the thing that make my kind of for Kwame any demonstration, Yaku be now. Never pee, but it's all cat constitution or pay. Like what venting in anger. Yes, it's a constitution, No, constitution we have some, and yet, and you offer Kwame in here, or have you Anaka, be on the phone number, I met you and say, hey, over a rise gun me a demonstration, Koya Benny Mupana, a cameraman, ye capture by TV, so I remember who ye, and the about to pull through my memory. And that's all far away go.
Over you meet you.
Mrs. Sanka, and not demonstration, I'm who very strong views about the constitution. No say no I be will be busa say Isaac ka wo na kwa no voice ka wo jira ni mu pa o na wo say cameraman no ya the microphone na wo kasa constitution I say ye participatory there wo bro for akese no akeke ni na ya hu oh ni na proper into leadership you that now you are identified as papa we the next party ebeti no obey general secretary so now so be the president cry be out too far away organic farm we nyame ye nsuo na etui nsuo to say nkemwa wo matunkusia na pai bibri na nwa na aba more mani nyina we ebeti ani na broja saba na wo da ho wo mbai you see you are wasting time see na say wo hanka na papa ebusan so one my advice say won kobi who say dem kemaka say kobi because wo niema wo ewo man mu a woni how woni nyi wo pe say sisa nti wo ko ho Oh, Kasa, a dumb TV, so will be able to France would now enough for me. Hey, of a Kwame, I didn't want France, you want to walk Kasa or Ghana. Hey, say, dear, ye, or a French TV show, national TV. Only I come back as a Kobe, why? I also I have brain. Now, you told you about boats.
Na over mami so nti demonstration no ya na omo ye akyerɛ aban no sɛ aban no behunu sɛ ɔman no mu ayɛ den ana na ne ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔmo ɛyɛ kyerɛ aban no nyɛ saa.
Precisely, and it's a very good It's good for of course any party criminal and they are expressing their displeasure, and it's a natural one of the cardinal principles in democratic governance. Will be to be stop. Will be have the right. Woko America crown now no me TV should be baby. Obviously, man, for the past 5 or 6 years, why one man demonstration in front of the White House or Washington D.C. And not White House anymore or demonstrating. That's a seat of government in America. One very abroad trade they respect people's right to demonstrate. We are not police here to tear gas, so especially a peaceful. Papa Ndebia no see White House anymore. America Pennsylvania Avenue on a White House. No see anymore. Why a demonstration? Why for almost over 5-6 years? People were expressing their displeasure in the governance because citizens, lie a two about President Joe Biden, Akufo-Addo, Johnson. We have given them a job. Now when you see say they be on here, we have every right, naturally and rightly so, to vent our anger to him. Say no. This is not what we waited for. I mean, you are shortchanging us. You can't say, in the case of Ghana, yet is because we have bread. A Kufuor see, why you boko neni pa yetomana obeshi sebibia memranti enketesia fo nyaduma ye petrol no mutibi to esi there was never titi so as me petrol yatom. So the people have a natural right to vent their anger. Because Kufuor before police was saying say petrol Ghana for mutibi to obviously there was me ba me bet titi so amamo yet is castle as you say yet here so until na koye enada. So yes, demonstration there, natural. In fact, Ubia have the right to demonstrate, to express their displeasure. Yes. All what you need to do is say, you inform the police, say, it's Friday, Ubia demonstration. Just to inform them. Now, say, nobody, no policeman in the world can tell you, say, what you demonstration. Every woman say, there, woman need resources to protect you. They be open on a Monday. Now, pass away a demonstration there. You, me, or for Kwame, Obia have the natural right to go on demonstration. You just have to inform the police that it's not Friday and last Saturday be a demonstration. And nobody can stop you. That is very essential in democracy. Yeah, that's the natural freedom. Yeah, you have the right to go on demonstration.
Okay. All right then. You offer. You better was it.
Thank you, sir.
You better was it. Na obabi nwa ene sema SND me papa bi a mzo ofri Singapore, right? Singapore omu leader now will lead you into this
Lee Kuan Yew.
Right. Na Lee Kuan Yew omu say papa ne chere say Lee Kuan Yew and as Singapore omu adopto enema miensa
meritocracy, honesty and hard working. Yeah.
And pragmatism. That's right.
Pragmatism.
Omu friend MPH. Right.
That's right.
Meritocracy, pragmatism, and honesty. Right.
That's right.
Sadly, Mammy and San we say, Anna Omu Yusu, Timima Omu Akosa.
I've freed third world into a first world. Well respected
into the first world. Now, you see, on say, imagine say offer position be a to me, right? Na yeah, why mfumso, right? Na mfumso why no you have to surrender yourself. Na to me na nkasa enu but a very challenging pass openly while because okay. Emran enye debe enemy enye better sir. But
why? I didn't know.
the America say enye better and say you see all growth comes with pain, right? Say position now one akwa say wo position bi a wo ba akwa from so wo betimi the power na wo no akoba oba no mebwa. But say opese oba no it grow through whatever they're going through there and yeah was so can't you can't say team na oye wadin say obey there way o betimi I go through the pain of just giving up your son to face the consequences of their action. So obi wo to me na ohwe amasa nema nema miensa omu use we say aye adwuma no say ehia a lot of sacrifice.
Enuntina eye proper say you should to me quite bonus obey the right thing. We are the right thing one pay be any baby. Who is abutri one we from so be most of the time Nancy yeah a 2 weeks ago we local by elections too. Yeah, Tory party one lose to Labour a fabako and Liberal for fabako. Straight away, I'm saying Adia Chiana, Conservative Party chairman, or resign in the post. Because somebody have to be responsible for this. Now, the man is talking straight language. Say, Boris Johnson was a leader of the party, what he done in Sweden. He's doing so many stupid things that he should be out. And until I'm cost to the party with 2 seats. He should go. One day, resign. Somebody have to take responsibility for this. And you mentioned, Papa, one resign as party chairman. But was so said, one of the society assembly back here, chief back to prison. Johnson, breaks in prison. Full stop. I will say they resigned their jobs. The guy in 1975, former President Richard Nixon, now was somebody Pama, Yako Bricky, Democratic headquarters. Well, yeah, and your friend of Watergate scandal. You straight away, you're forced, you're sacked from the White House. Yeah, impeaching quickly. You can't get to prison. So, you have to do the right. If you stay on the right side of the law, pay the armor, so we don't pay.
Okay, all right then. Over. You ever do us pa na mama what take on. Maybe send the video be ama na video na obabi one. Mem essence out of 40 no omunya video ni bi hwe nti no be narrative video na fe as part of the programming ho asem so nti how programming fit in that video na what for us to understand why.
Okay, Martin.
Okay, you any Wafa B, why ready? Wafa B or home? Why ready?
All right, Yanko.
Any Obama?
I drink it.
Good. My friend, where there?
I'm a cost of have
Say Wabwa to say size to for all the changes beba and son or mobile me boy.
I know they say over here, but mobile banks I don't know.
But whichever way, you are still loving it, me boy.
But we are calm, Kaka.
I see. You.
Once you pad the truth, you not just say, you know, better.
Good one there of our body. You ɛnna wate yɛn nkɔmɔ no biara sɛ gya mehyɛ ase ara na wobaeɛ ɔdo wote hɔ deɛ but ɔnkasa wate wo nuanom nso kasa a wɔabɛka no biara fa Kwame nso de ne constitution abɛto so ɔfatwum abɛma yɛn update ɛwɔ deɛ ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ ɔman Ghana mu kakra a wɔbɛka no na yɛnkɔ bye.
To be frank, and let me be. What's our family first and I'm trying to answer a man, you must first. But it will be called airport. Ama man said down, man, if we have another 11. A year, 12:30. That's a mean, but for the end,
I see. And so the whole Ghana demonstration in Kajiramu then.
Oh, demonstration, no, who's of a kind? Say, on age, and say, Sanka Kokuba, don't walk. Make almost so much or more right, make so much perfect. Even though, my cousin will have demonstration and uncle. I think, the current leadership, why your more demonstration? And I know. Before this can be grown about you.
Say what you say what through a video no hunti by home kakra.
Okay. Is there
Yeah.
You also say, Nana Coco. Obasa, Obeku, Tentem, no look. And you know, the opposition, sometimes, on paper, being common, one magic to me, Sana Mihono.
I see. So almost just waiting to come and continue. What?
Say yes, answer. Say Nyatrumen ran American say bio. Be a nippon say. Sana Mimi home. If you prefer, yes, I'm a too. Say, I be an another no ye. The battle is the Lord, the battle is the Lord, means or also, or ye get us. You know, a month for more. At the end of the year, I should be out there. Adeɛ no nipa ni bi gu sɛ deɛ nana do na taka ɛ bɔ ɛne hyɛ ne ho no trigger action ɛma amanfo so mu gidigidi but nkɔfo wei a ɔmo no pepa wa nankasa koraa no ɔmo no ba bɛdi sika ni bi no sɛ wei mu deɛ no
Baby bɛ video no bɛ ho
wɔ ho pa o
saa
me bɛ ana sɛ mo nte
afɛ deɛ ɛyɛ
ana ɛno me ne kɔ abran ɛprɛ so na me tete mu nti no bi a me tie
na mame mu sɛ o na yɛka sɛ ɔfa baeɛ no nso ɔno nso abɛka bi ato so saa approach a na wo ne Kwamena ɛfa no right whatever the results may be, do you think a progressive a bit mabuayama or manatima colony?
Oh, there be said, and no, dear, your back door. Was a ram can be do or home crime best of everything here. Say, no, yes, baby, not dear, no. We be me pa, me Diana say, ye namna, oh, ye me at be a year, me few, me, but if I have already so, and ya ate TV so. Me first the TV so now we and where you say some idea for yan wash my soup. Me can was a matter. It is 70 bro. Ye this stress. Ye can and ya dear say the grow high be and I said the grow high. Ye said I need intention. Boldly say, yes, Yano, yes, you can be at and yet possible said no man and 70 grow high I can. A bit me, I that's the good cut and yes, I did not near Cana, it me. Can it? sɛnea ebi a nipa ne wabɛyɛ ebi a mfa sɛnea ɔne ebi afa yɛateɛ no sɛ mokɔ back door na moyɛ biribi a nsɛm obi a mbɛka no ebe different ɔho
Okay.
na mo mi hu ne nwura deɛ no me fa no sɛ wo yɛ ofie ne yɛ sɛ ka bi kyerɛ wase wo hyɛ da kotwa bi a bi akyerɛ no ɔka so ɛno kora deɛ no mabo ɛno matwa bi
Interesting. Yo, na bibi foforɔ wɔ hɔ no ma wo ne yɛbɛkyɛ ansa na makɔ ada sɛ Isaac so anaasɛ ɔfa
kakra meka ne ayi ɔfa deɛ na ɔka no policefoɔ ne saa ayi a ɛno a ɔmo yɛ gidigidi ɔmo pepra nkurɔfoɔ yi tumi no nyansa wi anim adeɛ kyeeɛ no a mogye a ɔmo ma ɔmo kɔɔeɛ no ɔmo a obi a ne biribiara president anim a ɔmo ma ɔmo mfa ɔmo kɔ ɔmo abɔ hɔ ban ɔmo ankɔ hɔ ɔmo anyɛ hwee nti menyi ni sɛ yɛhyia asɛ nipa na sɛ nyɛ adwene bi na ɛwɔ akyiri na ɛyɛ just genuine sɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛyɛ ɔman no yie deɛ a saa me nua yɛ demonstration ɛnom na ma Europe no ɛyɛ ana asɛ bebree yɛpɛ ha no nka ha nyɛ de nuru Ghana baabi a ɛno deɛ to be frank mepɛ Ghana paa sen ha bebree but ɛha no sometimes no even though woyɛ manfrani a wowɔ ha deɛ nso eduru baabi a yɛtumi consider kakra mmara no eduru baabi a wotumi gyina ɛka bi eduru baabi a mmara no wotumi ka bi nti no ɛdeɛ yɛyɛ ka ne sɛ yɛbɛsrɛ sɛ sɛneɛ tebia meka sɛneɛ nantwie ne dua anka ɔno ankasa to no kɔnfoɔ nka ne nsɛm wode bɛkɔm bia ɛbɛduru mmerɛ bi woba bɛyɛ ordinary person te sɛ me woba bɛyɛ sɛ saa dwɔmboɔ no wɔ sɛ wote ne din a ɔkɔɔ court no sɛ ɔboa tɛm ɔbɛnya position no adeɛ a ɛyɛ ano no sɛ papa me ne mmienu deɛ ɛni position me ne ma no si ɛni position nti no yɛde adeɛ bi di yɛ koraa yɛbɛka sɛ o yɛ mpanyinfoɔ but dwɔmboɔ no nya position ɛkɔ soro akɔduru IGP na nka ɔbɛtumi asesa biribi ohun sɛ ɔnsesa no mewɔ hɔ mewɔ top na onim sɛ ɔbɛba fam at the end of the day ɔba fam no na nka ɔpɛ sɛ adeɛ no a ɔno ankasa nka ɛsɛ ɔhyehyɛ no a wahyehyɛ na nka ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkɔforo saa adeɛ no so because of so onyaa yɛ wahyehyɛ nti no ɔno a effective no ɛne yɛka kyerɛ no sɛ nkurɔfoɔ wɔ yɛ a ɔno ɔmo dili deɛ hwɛ wo ho yɛ ɔntumi ɛwɔ ɔman wɔ yɛ a ɔte mu because waa no wo dwɔmboɔ du na ɔka ho no wakyekyere wayɛn aboa bɔne gyataba wode n'aba fie a wayɛn no eti no me adeɛ a meka kɔsi ne sɛ wowɔ top a ɛdɛn a wobɛba fam sɛ yɛku ne yɛde bɛtu o ɛyɛ abatoɔ ne yɛde bɛtu o wobɛba fam na woba bɛduru fam wie a ebia no wakɔyɛ sɛ Atames ɛne JJ Lawrence ɔno ano de Atames kɔɛ but ne nneɛma ɔde hyɛ ntim nyinaa later Atames hu sɛ no medi papa akyi a ɛbɛyɛ ɛyi nti no ɛsɛ me fam wei afei na JJ Lawrence abɛyɛ ordinary person ebi kura bɛpushi obiara de n'akɔ sɛ suampɔfoɔ sɛ bawo sɛ hwan o but mmea bɛkɔ kɔduru ɔsɛ no play yɛ ɛkyɛ ata yi mmea na medi w'akyi nti na mentimi nka ɛnyɛ nneɛma a wɔma nkurɔfoɔ kɔ yɛ yi Delta Force foɔ ɔmo kɔ yɛ ɛnyɛ saa tam so tumi abɛdi nsɛm no asesa ebia na wapa ho nana ɔpa ho saa ɛbɛha adwene ti no yɛhunu sɛ yɛwɔ position a yɛ yɛkasa o yɛ yɛte soro yɛ yɛdɛn o position no bɛtumi afiri yɛn nsa sɛnea nantwie ne dua anka aboa no neto no enka okomfo nti papa
yo ofa body yɛbɛde wase why yɛbɛde wase pa they also aka kyerɛ yɛn nɛ mama hwɛ sɛ Isaac are you ready there yɛma Isaac nka bi why Isaac yɛnkɔ
yeah my ready na
okay
wafa kofi akasɛ ma me yorafo na kyɛ sɛ yɛmpɛyin for yɛsɛ sɛ bibi si na womfa ho nhyɛ mu a wodeɛ kama no to ma wano na sɛne obi ɛnyɛ ɛnka asɛm ɛmfa ho no wafa sɛ ɔno ho the reason ta papa pay mu ɔkɔ demonstration ni bi na wakɔhyia deɛ ɔhyiaeɛ no na ɛhɔ na ɛyɛ me ya kakra na demonstration deɛ ɛyɛ young youth no ana young men and women no ɔmo na ɛsɛ ɔmo yɛ demonstration which me fa no me wura ho kakra demonstration no yɛ ni ne size apart from say why 18 going no otumi demonstrate and demonstration no okwa brotwe kwa mrowafo nyina do mo hyemu because omo demonstrate say ne be ye oman be ye nti wafa ehwa ne de one can ye because o de on kwa dia fine but demonstration de enye youth nko so oman ye nti no ebra Ghana ebre mpemfo amrebi ana ebra send the my course Ghana no me nyina no nti no ebia wo de nkɔ dia fine but say mpemfo join ana mpemfo bebre me hu mpemfo nya ɔno kwa me hu mrewafo bebre ana ɔmo kan demonstration no ho because we show videos na nti no ɛhɔ de me de beto ɔno awofa no ɔba ɔbɛyi ano because so ne ɔka ye no ɔmra no meka ne ye ni ye hu say demonstration there you need a difference wo mu there toss you na ye wo Roman Empire bi na ni di no said Nero Nero na de no ye ne say na ota Christopher because no pe Christopher asem kra you know okukun Christopher until anytime bia no de all ye ne say ono a di nkofo ono a di nkofo ma omo ehye ono a na japade oman na japade nkofo ono a di nkofo e because one Christian for e de asi ani nti no so no e di nkofo no ekwohye oman japade na wa kizu Christian for no send your beya obinyo omo na wode aye de so ye na me first papai e de ama MPP government we ye hu ne ma bebre no obia na opɛ demonstration ye no any de so odi bi dina nya ne de because akufu adaye demonstration sa ene de ye de bi tatawa na usu ofori atanom ofori ata na wase economy na Ghana ye hu ba bi e fa no one gebo ochida konom na mo ye demonstration ye ma omo kwan ma omo ekoye ye ma route omo de ma omo no ye de ma omo obia nyi ada na usro so bi so oye demonstration of a route we o si da bi mama ne fa ho oni kwan se obefa ho oni kwan se we se santi ase no eye adwuma se ne enura de no se the second day no ya akasa basbasa na anya na omo se omo nkofo ekogu mu atoto abo because demonstrators no omo so say omo so wo charge omo de against police for because police for na di ka atoto abo no answer omo no omo supporters so start here na MPP for de omo nkofo de akwahihye mu send ya omo be ya omo be ka so because already na omo time demonstrators no into no so omo nkofo hye mu na omo di nkwasasema ye de target sa nkofo yi into no sure that's exactly what happened yesterday because omo plan no into no say why we are smart no na onim Nero asem no otumu say sa na omo subantie ye hu no ayawa so wago MPP for edo omo militants no ebe wura mu tutu otu ekunkofo owiase no sa de BBNC ye hu demonstration na omo ye no Kumase Asawase even war in the art of war no mpo no so be man asaswa so jani otutu bond na ukuna ukoje ye hu bi wo aya asawase civilians are more demonstrating soldier for buy your more saso because woman saso na say obia hu say unkita bibia unkita weapon bia wo nsam sa soldier ni ekoto ye atutuo efa omumu ema nkofo mienu wuye yanye sa nipa no hwe ye wo demonstrations bebre ye ya so principal etumi din kwasasam soldier for etumi din kwasasam mra bia encho internet sa nima nyina ekoso no intino the ekoso enura chi no say eye abano ne pana oyeye na enam say nkofo ahu omo achi intino on say prosecute no second the second day no omo anye hwe because omo hu say yes omo kofo wo mo hwe wo fa kan sem bi no so be hwe wo person obi ye demonstration on tutuo mo on kita bibia onya wo hwe o che na sum time say ha akono ye begina di samreka ha ye begina di wa say wo bono wa ye den wa kum nipa ana wa say bibi Ghana ede na ohwo me hu demonstration bi ya ye no Ghana ya say bibi na wa bono ba konso civilian akache police ni say demonstrators mbako kache police ni say wo atare a wo hye ikwa me tax payer money na ye de to ema ho ehwa ani ate no ehwa ani ate no because wo say the tax payer money na de ato atare a wo hye ni ntino ya ate no we ami odwe nyema ni bi ho a e bo say ye say nyasa bi anim na wan anim say ye tax payer money na de to atare ma principal ana soldier for ana mo ya adwuma ade adwuma na mo ya mo de income ebro man no nyo man na ehwe omo nyo man na efidu omo ntino o man no kunya ska no ohe nye ye taxpayer money na ye de hwe omo ntin so obi koka sa asemi a enso etibe na wo mu etibe na wo mu sanyema we na ekwaso akufo adu government mu a we ye say opekwa akwa and they say your home because there oba be sia ho no obesia ho hard say no mo fi se bia o mo betua atwa fa demonstrators no so ama so omo fi so mo yes the second day na ama so the second day mpo na ba so my na yefe and to one say the second day no ye hu omo achi no on say sa basbasa yo no e for so ye wo ho MPP for your mo primaries MPP for your mo primaries MPP supporters are book press for our primaries na say ya and do 2 months press for na ho omuntumi nya hwe omuntumi aka hwe ye wo nyema bebre wo ho a akufo ado aban we ba ye no nyema bebre no wa ya se nyame ansese ye nyina adwe na se that NDC for baswa o fi so betumi a demonstration wo and they bebre better room because omo no sa na omo ti omo kakra na omo adwane abese abruchi because subanya akufo ado ede ba no asofo nyasafo no wo he sa nyasafo nko omo de bribe nti no omo koye no omo adeda omo mabio Professor Mate no ne omo keka ho no Professor Mate nyasafo no wo he Ghana nyasafo sa o de bribe nti no say
Mami Musa wo na ya no na yanko eja mensa so ansa. What do you want to prove about the NPP and this present administration? What do you want to prove about them?
No, omo ya West cry because
and then after so prove also what do you want to prove? I want to prove that they are this, they are that. What do you want to prove?
Now then, my can me prove. I didn't be now. Person me prove now.
What kind of categorically? What do you want to prove about the NPP or the present administration? What do you want to prove about them?
And America say,
Mm-hmm.
Papa we know, or why demonstration for so many years. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or ma a crime and for any demonstration. And now
Mm-hmm.
more day or move for Eddie Abbess because we are west, because one instead made a Emperor Nero as some best muno. Because
Uh-huh.
Nema Bia a Omoyano, no more percent or more good demonstrators any mass so Omoya violence, Omoya say. But we should more on one for and on one best more yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Na ma eje saba so no de ma me kama asem we. Oh, obi
And very snappy. Why?
oh obi de Singapore asem ba mu. Omo leader no prime minister no. Na ade a ye Ghana for enim no no. Bebre na ye nim. Ana bebre na so no ye nim Ghana ba kwasem na ye pese be kenkan ti no ye nim say. Sama Ghana enya independence 1957 no. Na Singapore he. Na Singapore he. Na Malaysia he. Na South Korea he. Cause na ye development ya start ya chance ye no. Na South Korea no ye nto omudimpo. Nti no wo hwe Malaysia for example umpa Malaysia enkoma ena odi abe koma omodidu a abe o Malaysia. Bisa se ede na Malaysia for ede abe ne ye. Malaysia for ede abe ne ye petrol. Amorfane ede gu omo kan mu. Malaysia for ede abe no eye niam bebre. Cooking oil nyina ka ho. Niam bebre. Bisa won say yen nkoma fees no. Yen abe no ede na ede ye. Apart from stew and nkwan ye de be ye. Ede na ede abe ye. Ye wo ho sa UP fuwe omo abeye MPP fuwe ye wo ho omo de ne omo mpe one party system omo mpe one party system omo yese na so no na omo ne fofo abu ahin ewo Ivory Coast na omo ne to nsa didie fofo abu ahin etna so eye one party state ewo ne man mu e develop ne man Ivory Coast Ghana ben wo baby biara ye fa infrastructure sa wa Ivory Coast Ghana ben no Singapore nyahwe enihwe setia no Singapore brede harbor ship ma ye kwato bi abra na enkroma start say ni ma no na awudifo we say on say oba na oka asem bi say eno ano na ye ka say we ya awudifo we so sa but we no de omo ye momofo monsanfo MPP for UP for no because omo na omo ama Ghana ankoso omo na ama Ghana ankoso obi ba say PNDC NDC atrasutene one can say NDC because obia working kind obia onim no obia nim say NDC no starting 92 NDC PNDC na MPP for ka ho MPP for bebre awo PNDC mu military government na bae na nkofo be stay mu nti no otumi ka say military government no e be trans no na na de aya me ya ne say mo ejemen sentie mo UP for no MPP for no the only coup mo kan ho asem na runs coup pe omo momofo no omo mosam de na omo wo no because there Francine ni no ene Adeboye ni no omo bompai no Adeboye ni say Yakopon me de minim say me Adeboye ni nti fa me boni cheme Francine ni de ne obompai against Adeboye ni no sa nkofo yi ene MPP for because omo say once the pen abeyeku na me nso no cool ya ye no Ghana I say Ghana ama Ghana anya ne to mapa amfura no ene afrifa no ene UP for no mo tete amone America for year baako ɛsesa yɛ nneɛma ɛkɔɔyɛ no because na wafa ka sɛ oh ɛna akɛse enya dam bi wafa wonnim Ghana abakwasɛm nti no ɛyɛ yɛba so a yɛbɛka bi mu wɔakyi nkoma ɛyɛ akosombo dam no for purpose for industries industrialization nti no ɔyɛ saa no dam no nti no the next dam a ɔyɛ a ɔde bɛfidi Ghana for no a Russia for ba bɛyɛ no ɛne Bui dam no ɔhwɛ Bui dam no sɛ no dam no ebedu time bi no sɛnea Kufuor time no nsuo no kɔɔ fam a ɔkɔfa sɔfo sɔ mo mambo mpa na nsuo ntɔ no nkoma asa adwene sɛ no saa dam no ɛmoayɛ nti no yɛbɛyɛ atomic energy a ɛbɛ supply power na yɛde afidi yɛ industries ɛne Ghana nyinaa saa nipa wei no sɛ moba na mopɛ sɛ mokeka ada president but nipa no ebi wɔ fie sɛnea ɛno a na moka Paraguayan president no asɛm no sɛ ɔno no wɔamfa ban bibia saa nso na nkoma amfa ban bibia bibi mpo yɛde bɛkyɛ no mpo no ɔsi Ghana dea ɔkɔ no yanom ka sɛ wɔwie sika wɔayɛ sei ɛnɛ ne na Ghana de nkoma aka ne sika ɛka wɔ Ghana Commercial Bank no still wɔ hɔ nti no saa nkɔfo wei no ɛyɛ nkɔfo bi a ɔmo abɛbɔn ase ɔmo abɛsɛ yɛ man Ghana anka nyɛ sɛ Ghana ni mpo to aba ma saa nkɔfo wei because ɔmo abɔ ana ma hiti juma tana
nya hit no ho asɛm ne hia me mame musa wo let's for argument's sake they all can about them yɛmfa ne sɛ ne nyinaa yɛ no correct right is there a possibility say on betumi asesa ama o ma yɛ ade at you no ɛbɛma o ma na kɔ nanim ana
ade a wafa asɛm a ɔbɛka no ɛho answer na mede bɛma wo ɛne kwasɛm wabisa me no menya NDC ni o na me support NDC ade ntira me support NDC infrastructures a NDC for abɛyɛ wo no me you are no
it's a simple
no na me try because
Isaac yenimre okay don't go around. Is there a possibility say they all can about UP and MPP hono is there a possibility say on metimi asesa aye enema to you no ebeboa am akona nimu ana yes no
enti no say almost started some development almost started some more pejọ man no aye infrastructures abede factories aye niema abeye yisani ankoma ye because Canada Japan can say ade abama ono Canada Japan wapɛ Akufo Addo asɛm sɛ ɔbɛyɛ adwuma kyɛn papa na yɛfrɛ no Dr. Kwame Nkrumah because Nkrumah bɛyɛ adwuma so ɔno obi tumi bɛyɛ saa adwuma no ana watumi ankyɛn Nkrumah mpo no tumi yɛ bi sɛnea Mahama bɛyɛ no a na MPP for nso yɛ the same thing bɛ support MPP because me no am for development me betu kwan mo wa America ma hu ne ma akɛse into the say bi wo Ghana na president bi ba nyɛ sɛ bi obia abɔ ɛka almost 400 billion ɛka de ato yɛ hɔ a yɛ hu hwee no na me support no so mo to me yɛ bibi papa be support MPP me no me nya no me answer no
Mate, thank you very much. I had further questions, but already you may some runs actually. Boss. Right. I have listen. Bamaso.
Adrian Cassia.
Inform to them. Good. And young quay.
Answer started me no maybe you have mentioned Joseph Abeda fight one chap and we took one. And I was
okay,
so let's meet you on almost Zembra. We carry the ideas, you know. Aye.
Yo.
Papa Swari, Mama can't first about the demonstration and Sana. But at the as a national American. Oh, a demonstration. A beer gun and a beer will right to demonstrate. Na be demonstrate a And also my police for notice 5 days. They no more protection. Now, demonstration Wednesday, no 28, na 29, also by demonstration for 48 hours. Over start to 4. No, we Jubilee House, over picture the whole night till the next day. No, I start to beam. Oh, no, I call Parliament, I call Minister of Finance in the Parliament House. Now, police for say, in the night, it ain't safe. You can't go and pitch at the Jubilee House security area. Until one just a time, you know. What can you confident and say? What's over your crowd? This at 10 p.m. and Sana. Now, police will so. Anybody, because of security situation in West Africa, no, be able to, they don't have a given the fun, and the first thing will be obey a bunny. It's when you're not one at the nightfall, which is 6, you also know when traffic. So the police have to go to court. It's only the court who can change their mind. Now, court decided there. One started demonstration 8 a.m., no way 4 p.m. Now, instead of far at the Ring Road, you know, through Nima police station, I could find the Nifi or I could see at the I could run about no for right, I could give house, you know. On far at the through the offender Common Chroma Avenue, Uncle see UTC. Now, Uncle we were at the offender, maybe what you are doing. Oh, I've forgotten the place. When you saw on Chassis, and so over your appeal, no, the quite appeal, or college appeal. Appeal noon decided. Now, whom so obey, by all means obey. Now, police, you can't do that. Ghana is a law abiding country. Lawyer, I judge they don't have no, and see, and the parent opposed for no, or call Broco. Ring Road, road now offer Kufa the nephew or to Niman or Broco. The one chairman demonstrators them for her. All the problems in the buying. And see, demonstrators will be all by no arm one would at the offender stones in Yamanyama. Now, was it ties in a petrol? Was it a back to? I quano do also quano. They provoke the police. Not at all. Mobile police phone. Now, me cry more, me cast me a pussy at the Buba Boma. Now, Mukra arms and I be beer. Oh, I don't know your crowara, you. Oh, dear, my dear. They started throwing stones. Police for cars. I said, I all cars in a day. Or to mobile police for us and 12 will prepare. So they have to use Nyama to protect themselves and then the public. Because we're right to demonstrate that doesn't mean you should pinch on the other rights of other people. You should have a responsibility. Or the confrontation and buying. You can't throw stones at the police. Or slightly you can have. You can have a demonstration or be this policing. And now so what also policing not a who dare you? Or your elections is the same. Election posting or I would there. Election I'm an individual. I call barrel bosses all you go. Ghanaian situation is different. Now police if we hand the arm with the arms, you AK-47. More at the hot water at the in tear gases here and that to protect themselves and then maintain law and order. So any beer they have to use it. So the fault is coming for demonstrators. All to 2 stones, you know. Bishop, MPP for now, actually, watching him with 29. They will go to court. Now, leaders now allow demonstrators to go haywire and so also by pick one, they will take them to court. And so it's only the court who will decide. What I want to show on your MPP for, and also leaders or demonstrators, they did the right thing. The court will decide. Now, I offend then. Oja foka Kwame Nkrumah no ho asem na adi. I mean, me more Nkrumah is crash no okay or kasa no. Kwame Nkrumah na the right is to me kokakra. I'm more Nkrumah is Nkrumah job be here. Nkrumah na you should tell me there. I lead the be also a poor. Kwame Nkrumah was a selfless leader. He didn't acquire anything for himself. He put in his best. Now, my problem with the PNDC now the Biamecano. When there what took Kwame Nkrumah 1966, Ankara no buy no, any else for buy no. They didn't add anything to the economy and they didn't change anything. Nkrumah projects over here was stop most of them, like Bui Dam now. Motorway, Accra Kumasi, Accra Takrady, Golden Triangle was stopping. There was also another project, water project, war in Simaho, into Oye, Tana River, no, Oye, into there at the France, a Vian water, Nazi, Nina, they put a stop to it. But they didn't destroy anything. Now, MPP and the Buzi also buy. Bushi also buy no. Also, why he didn't say any factory. Nkrumah Sisi no one turn factory beer. Na champion buy. A champion so buy. A champion mistake. A champion obey in there. What's the year in Tuya? Or the town moon or can the master no? Because they are crying yama from a butcher. 180 days credit. After 180 days, they near Kutu car. Champion so in Tuya. Now, Brofone say in Tuya there. Cash and carry. No, they saw shortages by offend the problem. Mama runs Yakwan over cost of medicine. For 3 months, havoc the runs cost, offending the money party free, one over rectify Yama for 2 years, Now, the man was protecting Rollins were castle off because now who on when you are or then. And see, Rollins here no cool, no. I won't tell you the idea. Rollins has okay that nobody should touch the man because of the mother, the Maya man, or could that not no. Don't help the money only at the I can fool him few. Now after that, or the run at the Liman Beba. Now, Pepe free. Jiwa nomina Katapora do feel that who is son or the other one. And they started to fight back. Akatapora did Guamba, Jiwa was killed in the long run. You cried Philip Petroleum, no oil, often or discover oil will have off the coast of Havasini. Or good or head able to any commercial idea or compound one in a few because of the security risks. My young oil until Kufu by 208. Never young oil, no. The PNDC, are you for bay? PNDC for bay over 2 Limano. From that time, 1982 up to 2000, Kufu by 2001, 2000, no. The factories now almost all are gone. That period, PNDC, NDC time, now all the factories are gone, with the exception of the British Telecom, Ghana Telecom. The Ghana Telecom crowd about 20 Kufwe so on all PNDC ideas. But ne secretary, ne chairman, crowd friend then. Papa Swell, can you help me with the name? Papa Swell.
I didn't chairman. NPP chairman.
The chairman, NPP for one chairman for the Kufuor time, or resign, or to Kufuor to cast it down. Or the tidbits,
Yeah, open as a coup.
Ezeku, Harry Ezeku, thank you very much.
Harry Ezeku.
Harry Ezeku or resigning from the NPP. Up to now, my maintenance can be him. because Kufuor was part of PNDC. What could judges, you know? Kufuor was part of it. Oh no, Obayadi, what money scar back at the buyer or fight for you now of Makufobi to fight at the Dr. Dubois here. Oh, into Kufuor power, no, Lawrence were trying to take over. Also, Kufuor, meet me here, meet me there. Now, people say, hey, you can't do that. This boy is a rascal. One here, or Bobo to know about take over beam. Oh, until by the time Lawrence hand over, no, yes, he can't see this now say. It was during the Le Mans time, you know, it was 2 cedis to $1. Are you buying no now 10,000 cedis to the $1? Hospitals, your call at the free access. Oko crowd do the more free. 100 over Makufuor and cash and carry. All the factories are gone. Oh, at a mercy noble rescue situation in Kakra. Oh, but also square a quartier at the diamond about turning. Or turn Bibia. Na kwame Kumasa warn him. So we have to be careful of neocolonialism. Abofone Sanoba, Yahoo Bachelor, and PNDC NDC brought the white people back. Or turn State Gold Money Corporation. Or turn at the Awaso at the offend and bauxite, Shooter manganese. Black Line ships no one or turning. One side in a make catcher a year old him no missa. Limanum or that or identify about 5 companies. Don't find out a Western region is the basket of the nation. Or fed on your old rules in a mountain. Into a crack at the offend and construction equipment. No boy chairman Crawford. Unfortunately for this company, no, at the Oba na Queen Abba. Well, it's no turn, a friend and equipment in Togo for the other places. My sub managing director, so you know, shock, what you know, we. Oh, what you know, we. On the Western region, it's all much wrong. It is the man who brought in the Abu Fono, is the man who was trying to bring a capot oil at the southern part of the Golden Triangle from Accra to Takrade. Oh, or Chip may be in Accra to Cape Coast side or not from Cape Coast to the oil. Nina PNDC in this phone was stopping. Railway line, no. No, the railway line was working. All the regimes of Western Korea, they make sure that they were. I find then PNDC and this phone by they collapsed the railway line. Accra Tema. Near railway line or to turn it a railway line because copper woman or them for no to turn is the offend and Kumasi Accra. I also to turn in the collapsing road at the road transportation near Osa buses. Limande at the Tata buses back home. PNDC and this for not turning in Kufuor buying over here at the Metro Mass Adia or at the and to carry at the PNDC NDC over here over one of the they have destroyed the country. That's my offend and I some original to make Canadian. Now Mary Singapore is no you know. Fair I can't buy no. Oh one all ye Juma man no. Oh people with merit. Dr. Donko Fojo Dr. Apianom, Dr. Modibo Okran, and the friend then Kofi Annan. Kofi Annan was working for this. These are the people who were working. Oh, people knowledgeable, people experience. Oh, and all you doing operation feed yourself in one of the bay. No, also just see there. In Kenya, as the friend and union government. Now, all the people who are of merit, you should bring all of them into the government. Any people no, one people won't say. Into all instigate a kufu, the kufu, but kufu ado, a kufu near ku. Oh, or two a champon. no said that program no say okay that be a election so when two I run say that any cool na and che I people for no win them election no 79 election no now Lawrence was accepted in 1979 because see people for no free there Obokun akwe ofri mampani oboboni this your friend mpo odukoto kabaya ade okun na Afrifa the CPP people were so happy now okun akem for so people for so were so happy so that they was more blood I kofu ba konom yeah this more blood because kofu ba konom ne papa was in trouble but about 3 months, 3 months, havoc. Government properties I was saying, we are not fortunately for them, they lasted for 3 months. And then they came back again, people without ideas. Most of
them
radio.
This is Al-24 Radio.
Fornicators. People were brought up in polygamous situation. Off from Yamadama. About 10 of yes, as over breaking now about turning. We don't have anything. That is the problem Ghanaians are facing. We have to find ways out of trying to get resources to run the country. I could find the buyer, the economy was only left in bonus. Papa also I will naming now mark up don't pay or by now or we namina mocha don't pay. Cover for 4 years don't do into on cow. Graduates will give you man. At the cow 120 billion at 25%. Interest alone for 4 years, double this thing. It is cow getting now was a bit saddy. That cow idea of friend and banks, cover those caco going now, watch is Kennedy. I quite use cow and sanka. Master Bogos are the Nigeria for no my gas. Kufuada Roma by West African pipeline, what my gas, or the power generators. Or Taya in Tuaka, Nigeria for cutting off. That type of loan is not factored in the 120 billion. Eh? Ubai what I confirm or not, or quite expect I confirming in too. Buses, I got to buses kakra. I do for you about Bohon, a cow your Bohon as the I could read Indua as for I did during the dry season. Sun and Duafe. Oh, projects also, ever projects in Oye. You don't wish Oye, he doubled the price and made a lot of money.
Hey, project Oye and a Momo Bobin Chowa.
Church of Mamaka and Mamaka Senri, also Koyadi, Okoye Commander Sugar Factory. What by not Commander Sugar Factory no? What by not as you try a sugar factory no? When your horn or messing up, Okoye Factory, I saw your raw materials, Libya and Sana. I put up the factory no. What year no year test July. Also, what to know was a machine or attacking. Stand up our new raw materials. Up to now, no factory issue. Now, there are two economic models. One of them is ye. Ghana, your problems you facing. Kwame Nkrumah is in a state-led policies or the run the economy. In a Kufuor the group is a private as a Kufuor the factory. They don't put a factory. They help individuals to build factories. Lima, you confirm then Kwame Nkrumah policy on a state or build factories or run. But how about he said that over you be a sodo, no maintaining or turning now they mess it up because they don't have any idea about it. That's our problem. There are two economic models. PNDC, what is their economic model now? What is their political ideology? If they are state-led a year, why should they sell the state enterprises? Or don't you about state enterprises? Or don't you maintain? No,
Say what bon koma kama yeah. Why there? Why?
Musano.
What question man on?
Mi busai. Ejamansa say. Kwame Nkrumah free ho no. Omo eba no omo say bibia. Be metumi asite ne mapia omo site omo say no. Let's start with Kwame Nkrumah statue.
Oh, my friend, don't
Saying,
talk like that. You are intellectual. Fact or say fact or say statue yadi. Don't talk like that, please. We are serious.
me
No, don't talk like that. I'm a move fool. Don't talk like that. Don't talk like that. Statue yadi or say now what that to do? You are talking about state enterprise. You are talking about statue.
He's not insulted you. If a statue was destroyed,
making me annoyed.
Wait. If a statue was destroyed, okay. If truly, let me finish, please. Oh, if a statue was destroyed, truly was destroyed at a distraction. He sees it as a distraction. Wait, you wouldn't let me finish, and you are talking, please. Oh, if a statue was destroyed, okay, truly was destroyed. Or no, the who is a distraction. If you don't see that as a main issue, it's you. You can't tell him not to see that it's as a distraction. You have no right to say that as long as it's not insulted you. If you get angry,
what did they add to the economy of the country and also the life of the country?
Friend is saying, institutional body were winning, but now also Kobiano. It was closed down. Friend is saying, now, atomic energy project bia ne was kwabenya. This project, it was brought down. Now,
Pound dam. Almost a start a Nima Nkuma Kaya or the Bayer Pound irrigation dam Nino, almost standing up with Master, yet one some baby per se come back time a near time in Tina, Yakumo. Into what Kwame to our so. You will be
now, yes, here or link bia a free generous a Frasta house, a call Konomo as a say, Anaka, a deep training a Union Africans. Also liberty omo mine sa underground yini no or encrofor destroy no enti don't say a free fan mobile no they didn't do any harm against Ghana and the Ghana economy enti ano de me okay say let's say reason be cry now when we just also move to Kwame Nkrumah because one man be destroy any project, one man to any project so. No more be then.
Now you want to know. I 42.
That's it. Thank you. Why?
Papa smile, maybe miss one question. One, Mr.
Wait, and your question, I was a comment now pass you, Anna.
But wait, maybe beside
and now I'm no Casa. Isaac, it's not you.
Okay.
Okay, sir, wait, you comment on your question.
Debbie, what big key you for no? One more anchor said it was the best thing they did for Ghana.
Papa, Uti, if you say hi, you know, right? Say. Obi a opebon sam asem kora no so o de emfa ne se bonsam wo ho right obi a bonsam no open asem no obetima ba abeka the beautiful side of bonsam nko a de ayedebe e de akyerew normal it happens eti angela o be hwe no bi anya sa no no waja mensa be de be e be hwe no eti let's settle it there why na am se na nasika ate ho ache Nana Sikas at a watch, Yeman Nassikamra, and Sana Mako, opportune, so where the video now is sending Brennan. And Nanasika, ultimate count you to why?
Papa.
Siga, Bamazo.
Papa, I think I want to say. Papa Boko.
Good. You, any, what about the app? Most watch it. Kakakra. What? Kabi.
Yo, Papa, I mean, Chamo for Anumi now. I mean, Chamo for Anumi. Papa. Na, Papa, Major, a German, some epidemic is on a day. Ninsama, oba, if it is what, Okan. Then some, what try to her another day. Because I've been listening to a German for years now. And Papa, it seems there, Oba if it is what, the same thing. One, the same thing, the same as some nan or Sanano. A German, I'm in Tassie, in a PNDC, why a day, in Autumn Ghana day, in a day, in Autumn Ghana companies in a PNDC, in the NDC, no, I mean, a German, now maybe Saturday, Nanda Kufadu obey. How many companies will be? Another companies are PNDs, Watson Tony, and Nanda Kufadu Ojo Yana, and I who be on ye. Yato Obama and Nanda Kufadu. They are on stay the affairs of this nation. Mobaya, Mobrowa, Messiafo, and Namofra. One assume Botuma John Kakra. It's in Tassie. Ebe Fridiswa. In a PNDs why day, in a PNDs year day, in a PNDs year day, in a PNDs year day, in NDs year day. Ghana Fumpe NDs in Tina, Yato Abaman and Nikufado, and an MPP Aban. Papa, because Papa, MPP, a come for party. Any national say NDC, a poto for party. Oh, but yeah, I come for the because the Yenny I say Ghana. Yen can cry. Ya chuno do so do. It's a mambo to the Nikufa do bui. Ah, what Bobesia, BC, Dow Africa. Ah, Sabe Ghana for your pay who cry young Yasin. Young the echo, and to free into your fair. All because all you can into you don't want to speak the truth. Huh? Papa, you know MPP down. You know we were born into MPP. But baby I do not quay. Also I can papa set it up. Papa, Ghana ha. Opo bia or demonstration looking compa. Papa, we na kufa the film ye. Demonstration agitri akọbrema nyina na Akufo-Addo na na edi mu tintiman ye kire yenye ye kire mu asante hene Akufo-Addo na na edi mu tintiman na ne de koba ne sen na timamufo pese omo ye kire na adane mabo aden timamufo pese omo ye kire na adane tuotuo na adane tia gas tuo Papa the person may come Ghana ni bia tias the police is not your friend. The police is there to serve the interest of the politician. Simple as ABCD. And remember, Mumfatu Bebre, extrema the content the police is not there for you, the ordinary citizen, but is there to serve the interest of the politician. Remember examples Bebre, remember Mumfatu Bebre. This is the first time in the history of our country as civilians air demonstration now almost offer security some more mobile. Because they don't trust the police. They don't trust them. Now you want mamu now police for mamu phone and Jomundia Papa. Now or man bene. Akufo-Addo aya say police. Wasaya say judiciary say about 99.9% of Ghanaians any GDU because Akufo-Addo corruption was saying. The man is too corrupt. I don't mean where the means from Akufo-Addo. And he's too arrogant. Meaning where the message you summon the beam. Why?
Yes,
I don't know what to take Ghana for, sir.
Nanasika.
Papa.
So then we say Isaac, right?
Yes.
What do you also want to prove about? What do you want to prove about him?
Papa, me pese me chere Ghana for, me prove chere Ghana for say. Nana Kufuado is not worthy to be our leader. He's full of lies, full of deceit, full of arrogance. So we should not put our trust in him anymore. He has disappointed all of us. We should not even call him a leader because he hasn't got the attributes of a leadership. He doesn't know what is leadership. He doesn't know. He has no clue.
Let's say also once again, you don't see any possibility of change in him. Yes, sir.
As far as I'm concerned, say Akufo-Addo will never change. He will never change. Papa, me the best me the baton be me offer.
Okay.
Very much.
All right. You don't see any possibility of change. Okay. All right. That's fine. Maybe another time we process ourselves. Maybe we can see some possibilities of change because without the possibilities of change, let's just say, we have nowhere to go. And maybe if we process ourselves and we are able to identify areas, the possibilities of change, we can draw our attention to those areas instead of we just trying to prove that some people are evil, some people are doing that, and what have you. And then when we channel the energies to the areas where we feel the possibilities of change can happen now, we can get what we want. And why? Another time we'll continue. What about you more? Obagobi. And that's some kitro. Say no for cum. To be frank with you, when I mean, say kind no. Study yes, your program no. Say I say your program say bonin kwan yin hu right? More or less, and that is how we've been programmed to do. Ain't say of a coffee ejina manim sesia na me hwenwa me hwese nya samoni bi a wadi ana se boni bi a oye debe oye eno na ya me koso kase
yeah the sudden say my dear body na mpa dia na e bi ka na yaka akamenya na ye dey say sa dia say na achia kakra
but I would say you find say why boni right Anna o ka boni ne ho asem because you think say there's a better way I was saying can if near there
yeah
first of all okay and your focus is to identify ways nipa no ebetimi afa so that better way now open ebe possible I just I offer you
so yeah so dia okay yes the pan best no I the right or not fine okay
but yenye ni sana no
yeah no masa dipa body for na doso wo yeah how
and also then if a bonnet for now or come on there is no possibility of changing them, right?
Masa, Papa, yo, Ghana man, at least 65 years old. BB to say corruption and political corruption and lies. Yeah, I mean, Maka say, congenital lies, Maka. I started free 19 from independence. Not yet to come and come by corruption. Na buzi every fan ko to kaba every fan ko ada wo di 1 year edanka atane ye boa no so be 2 wo mu tu kura awie atane ye boa na mistake kitwa bi emu ho na kutoka yiku no to airport ntie frɛ that's it so onim za onim di amakyerɛ wo ne kutoka international airport no lieutenant ye boa on the 13th of April 1967 so omutu Kwame Nkrumah 24 February 66. It's exactly 1 year and 1 month. And now, young lieutenant, free whole Recce Division, Lieutenant Atta, SB Atta, Lieutenant Yabua, and then second Lieutenant Rosepo, who also at the armor tanks and move by number 2, NLC, no, and I could took up and almost a solo face. Woman in the struggle and you shooting you spring, the Nimian throw body away into Kotoka Airport. Well, dear Chiena, you so or that will be to form your down and way a general Kotoka. Hey, I call to come in 1 year, you know, I didn't see. A free Friday, no, tall, Northern region, you're in Tamale. Said, oh, one can hang to be our class and call and tell. Atta, naughty, General Atta. Not a castle one day, so and cranny told you, will prefer a castle at your top, Puduna, or Cochet, Usuo baby. Somehow now, cool, young guys, youthful as I almost say your boy as a or trying a girlfriend this year. And I just a ultimate forces, it me defeat you. But Kotoka died, the general himself died in the show. And now, Buzi Abaye 69. 70, 71, 72, 13 January, no team, don't see a for corruption. It's not a question. We question at the moment say, Bonnie keep repeating. Just like Albert Einstein, we keep on doing the same thing and we expect different results. That is impossible. That's the epicenter of madness. Ghana, what's going on in Ghana and in Africa? I have madness. So, it is now because you're too busy every year. A champion so by 5 years. Now, one also General Kufuruma to no Palace School. One is why corrupt or the Sika or the green pen, extra check, corruption. One so by a channel Rollins so about June 4th and what he just sabe CIT. And not see them say, Coca, and see a Kufado to see a corrupt. From 1957, your Kobodi Selbia, corrupt, Kojobo, and rat. We are still, our biggest problem is political lies and then corruption. 65 years, we keep on playing the same game. You know, it's not here. It's sad, but that's the truth. We wish to pass it and cut. Rollins time cried 79. Yet 3 generals there 8 above 2. So corruption, that's as a deterrent. And so that has not deterred anybody. Okay. They are supposed to and then you see we are in millions and they don't even care. So Papa, I know summarize the actual.
Now, Papa, in history, I'm saying also why a big historian kakra fine. In history, no. Has there ever been a country they are enjoying as we speak now, but they went all the way even further down than possibly as some people may think of, say Ghana, but they were still able to come up. Where have there been such occurrences in the past, Anna?
Oh yeah, severally. I mean, many countries. I mean, seriously. You see, okay. I don't know what so over Singapore was actually later. So Singapore, Papa no eba ebedi akonyano. Oma on in it was a backward country, just like Ghana, very poor. Ghana didn't Kenya poor, the gold, diamond. We used to be the world leading producer of cocoa, the whole world. Gold, we Johannesburg, we still have it. You say quite a bio baby, I'm saying maybe fear Lasibia Chakra, you two are for my egg, and I'm saying business or and do I ever say ma on petrol 7 years drop. One best example, Link the minister back, businessman be a man of tickets. I didn't call holidays, but you had the plane ticket or holidays buy it. Or buy after any year that you say, what you bribe a free businessman. So will be a the person is patronizing you. You are a state minister. Not businessman be do holiday bar. Or you that favor and say I will use your political influence to do some favors for it. That is political corruption. He was sacked from his job as a minister and jailed as a deterrent. Right from the beginning, day one, Lee Kuan Yew stamped his authority, said the people have to be honest. Now, we are deeply honest. It's, three pillars are what they run in the country: honesty, meritocracy, pragmatism. What over crossing the red line straight away? There's a strict discipline. And on mine any gold, any diamond, any cocoa, any timber, any bauxite, and then it's a first world developed. Discipline. And so therefore they were worse than Ghana, very poor and were free poverty. It's all be a very, very rich country. So that's one. Two, I take you back about 500 years ago in France. Not only a very poor, if you are away. The whole of Europe, that is the beginning of modern democracy. Now, for monarchs, the war baby or in the palace, or the poor people, they winter time away. Bread, bread. The people can't get bread. I was saying, bread and cake. It's a very arrogant response. The main prison, Bastille. Now, prisoners, and what they mad in Kutiba, your Bura, your palace, your monarch, Elysee Palace. Yet to see him for any woman you near Magina. I want to talk mind you are here, a Kuma, be a sign, a friend guillotine. A mechanic and one only dear friend, Monsieur, it's a Pierre guillotine. Tell him for the John of Wack, the teacher will be a giant commander, see, a decapitate a unit for one shot. Bam! Yet you only have to tell me. And among the rest of Europe, Luxembourg, one wine him for they gave up power. Say, one top power that people know, who's about the 2 he said, yeah, yet to see him for the Chobutino. That was the beginning of modern democracy, the people's power. Government of, for, by, and of the people. So that was history. It's in 1 year, Statue of Liberty. And then you see people there, you could see America. And the America is now a war of independence, Yeah, statue if you want. Yeah, France, yeah, they call it. That it's him for every princess if we need to chow United for. That was the beginning and the power by the panzer when you and I can vote. Otherwise, now him for Obiaki, Yakaya farm, a winter time near could two potatoes. They are 1 day now in front there, or Buckingham Palace. Now they can't do that again. The people's power. Yes. Yet it's a guillotine, and they have come to chow United for. Ghana, let me tell Rolling Spice and tonight, 8 generals from the ball with you. It will be our French Revolution, but somehow, yeah, the end of the baby, I ain't free. I feel you're bomb more, 1879. So, oh, yeah, and there's a chrono across to Ghana, Sikan for food, and a dose 79.
No matter how far we've gotten down the pit of hell, if we get the appropriate leadership out, we can get out, maybe.
Yeah, appropriate leadership. So, the leadership, the buck stops with leadership. It must be a top-bottom approach. Say, I can Ghana, who say, thank a president, Wakasa say, who say, no, the slogan, and the Russia-Ukraine war, and a COVID. If you baby, Ukraine war, a year. No, Kufado for call Belgium last week. Okokasa European Union for say, Wamina. So, is that the case itself? Belgium, the COVID war, and Ukraine war. It's affecting them, and you are also saying that it's affecting you. As well, Kobusa will be also equally affected. So, will be out here. So, you know, there was a Juma Ebu Europe. There's so much work. Woman, you for crime here. I had a Juma be anyhow. Canada, a Juma, they're looking for people to. They don't have the excuse. Oh, a pure one like Trudeau, Canadian president. He's not talking like a Kufa. Oh, COVID pandemic and a Ukraine war. He says a Juma power Canada. They are looking for people to come and work. A Kufa will sit here and say Ukraine war. That is good. He must stop talking that language. The presidents in Europe are not talking like that. A Juma Europe maybe a that's why the same Ukraine war, yeah. So this is how Meanwhile, Ukraine war no nanka V8 car no ayedi petrol gumu wo be nan fifi me ya jaya pack yes wo because petrol boy ayedi petrol boy ayedi and yet our ministers are still riding in the V8 as if there's no Ukraine war, as if there's no pandemic, as if there's no a petrol crisis. We are going through a petrol crisis, so we cannot no longer afford to ride in the V8. So some person all hands on deck. A fighting problem now. We must see it. Sir, you are packed the V8. Then we drive a smaller petrol consumption car. We pack the V8. You're packing in the SEO. Maybe I drive a simple car because you need car petrol wide. And we have to see it. Yeah, okay, what I want to the V8, what I want to tell you, you walk car back, that Konya, what I want, that car back. I mean, all these things, it doesn't speak well. So, you tighten the belt up. All of it, you, me, Nanado, Gabriel Tridako, Maham, everybody is tightening their belt. And that's a me tightening the belt. Then they will lose the belt. No, that's not fair. All of us are in it together. One car will petrol, and you're free. What the V8 no assign coupon, you are feeling my word enough. And then, means we offer taxi, I have two petrol. We must see, say, you're tightening your belt to fight this. The slogan says Ukraine war. Yes, Ukraine war. That's a slogan. Only first war. Ukraine war. Europe a Juma Abu. Canada a Juma Abu. And so Ghana a Juma here. And the excuse is that because of Russia-Ukraine war. Why is there no job here? Other than not for your job. I don't think school feeding kids in job. We don't have the money. Because some of us are still riding in V8 car. You can pop petrol bar. You have fear man. CEO for the I mean, look, we have to be fair. And this, I'm not against anybody. I'm speaking on the premise that you must put our hands together and say we are fighting. So, and 24 hours V8, they must pack the V8 and drive in smaller cars. They can, if they want to work for Ghana, they can still do it. No, okay. V8, no, it's not fair. No. Being tightening the belt, now they won't do so belt. And every day you give me the excuse, Russia-Ukraine war, and then the COVID-19. No, it's rubbish. They should stop that. Concept, slogan, be every excuse is Russia-Ukraine war. They should stop that excuse.
Okay, how about you? That's it. Ever do us now. In the final moments, in that video now, I'm sending bread on work and one.
Papa was shitting in over me.
That's right. Anyway, what teach you come? Why? Yama Kwabena Emrana Kwabena Kasevia, and the final words. Yeah, sorry, so I don't know why. Indeed, Kwabena, Maki, young quay, Mamaso.
Papa, I don't care, and I'll be away, dear.
Namiadum, Piaho, and as well.
Media and Amaraho, I get to trust a man. PNDC, NDC for BDB Kunkum, a judge for any money at the end. Me akwa da seja ye de ka odum se nkrofo edu amamboko o mama wi achi mu anka mi se nka Ghana kranke ko nanim papa na o ka se mi se nipa ase tuntum fo no de bia programming ye se de bia ihu ye ho na ma atwen ma dwengina to se wo UK ami wo ha yi o mo se wo shops bi ho no mo a tuntum wura mu kura keke kura na utum se attention was to mu ho nyina no aba be join the tuntuma ba bi wura ha in the mind no say o ba beta dia ko so be dey o twenty say we tuntuma ba wura ho papa na attention nyina aba so mu ho o the programming no enye ye ho nko a na de ba bia am say ya say ye ho papa ya say ye ho into the baby, I will stop. You neighborhood be a. It was a test. It could be a video or crana. Maybe a Obi or Crotis, our neighborhood who are Brunin or Benin. Our tis our neighborhood on them. Maybe an next door neighbor, so was our papa waiting. It will craft a policeman and I will hear them. neighborhood ha because your fan is a hardie enye otena bre ne ha na wo ye den wa ha papa I said I don't know ebi asa hunger ebi a common sense for na betimi abo I said ebi a nipa tuntum ekọ abrofo mu a na akoye asem no menti ase papa ensem a ye kan asem of atwum kan ye no say sense mu enyina si e na dia na say we short people for less and nei papa sika manfo timi tam de ball machi e de kọ no obi wa kura ya no ba yi ahoye afo yi ba yi yeso obi wa kura wakoji loan wakọ banku akoji loan e de koye adwuma e no kura egbo ni tu loan keke na nkene yesisi adan egu ho se bi e di na we ma amanfo se wo mo betinam no mo be adwuma bi obukọ na nka maton dan na mamho ho akọ se bi aban asase yesi atwa man ho afa e wo sa 79 na papa nka edebe ni bisi obi wa loan keke papa ọkọ besia kwaji ọkọ bank kwaji besia so de ko na fu ibodi tu okun the companies and na we nyina no yes e ma incentives e ma companies na bi o mutimi fa nkrofo adwuma mu emiem e na ye kasa asem no sa time no na ye sa na ma no yes e denti dia ma sa nkrofo no incentives ebi company ko edi fi o nsam e sa chi o mu bo mutu e twe o mase wo fom ene sa na ma na e wo na ye no yes e nko edi biem na obi ba na obebe ka aban ni mi adwuma ekufu adu nko bi adwuma na America UK any other places no aban adwuma aban company so muti bo ba ko UK a e be ma kufu adu so ko bi company eye individuals ni bi adwuma with the be a government support near the be adwuma e bi o mo ti adwuma ni kuro no mu no mo ani emi adwuma ni bi ni emfa nkrofo adwuma mu aban be de bi adwuma ba bi obi asu aban mi adwuma adwuma be na pesa aban bi Coca-Cola company pure water company be na aban bi no se nkrofo ngum no mo nya adwuma mo ba mo se bi nka aban bi Gary factory company a na nka ya fa Ghana fo adwuma mu papa ebi no ba mo se na aban abo besi aban abo besi papa be be ya adwuma 24 radio ya manya kachie yi na se bi a chairman papa bi bada so baka kire me se wo adwuma be ya ntu aka no me ko bo besi de ba bi tu aka wa ye bode teacher for ya adwuma 3 years 3 years papa just wa faka back and forth akọ adwuma 3 years no bi aba no se metu aka 3 months pe no bi ba no se metu aka ni nyina en faka ma en ko faka ma sai teacher for ni nyina sika no ka bomu a eyesen papa ka je say abobesia
and then say they can enke beautiful but na sika ni nyina say
papa edoso pa enipa be di o sika papa
dodo ani say
papa emu odu papa but papa yo 3 years old who dey work calculate you
yes ni sika dodo say
papa who say hypothetically man one kata for wanibu say nipa be di over 1,000 akatia 3 years papa say you dey kan wanu abebe ka jata wa ko bobi sia o ube wuri say flashing bi keke o but when nipa na ye tua ni sika puduo fi sa time ni nyina ka create man no ebi ko dia kosi dan ba bi ni nyina na e say ma pressure ba ban no so na oba na be ka ja ban mi adwuma ni oba ye adwuma ma kura wan tua ne ka de ofa no so ye adwuma ma no kura wan tua ne ka na say nipa we timi nya kwan e ko edede ni ade a ye bebo ma ba so enu ade o mo ko ye dem say asumdue bae na enu ano na alert bi ana e wo ho no so hu se nko mo ko ye ni o mo ye ni previous libia ka ma bi o mbedia akofie no ano ke ne nyina nka bi anka ye ka ho asem am so obi te ka kire o ewi ase ba bi aye den ene aka 2 years to election no ka wo kire Ghana fo ne ma o pese o ba o be ya boa Ghana fo meye B meye C na Ghana fo atransampa asoma si ba obetimi aye we ama ye ho ahaye we be si ama ye ho ahaye mu de sa na esa se wa demonstrate se o mko yi obu abusa ni nti ko ba demonstration ko awunim woni mi nti o de nam ho na se ni pa we woni na ma ba bi woni mi nti a I couldn't ama na sore se ho ko ade a Dede sa no koto abawia no wo wia no asan ba. Oh, ye nu ya ho se ye to aba ma we. Ubenu ho because who name the purpose nti asore koye dede ho no. We akoye na akoye ne etuo bi twam na pautawa. Yes, ye ko demonstration ye kunipa. Oh, sebi na nipa ne wawu. Papa, o man wo ye no e ya adoso. NDC for so mo petumia. Omo mekire Ghana for say ye ba di Ghana for mo tima emu ebi a property tax omu ntua ne ye beji dia ye omani ye ye beji dia yi gota ye beji dia ye say se de be ye nsuo to a emi yi mfa ye tire Ghana for the oba be ye de ma Ghana akodanim na bon say wo hold my social media na ya befa we can say e de na wo beka going forward no aye de aboa de chom wo papa de wo ye nimu no ene do so ni o ye nimu no ene de bekọ ye nim ni kwa me nkruma be ye de obi be ye tunu no it's past and gone de wo ye nimu no eno ni hia se be ye ne de oman na si ba bi esi ofa de bi oka se ne ofa de bi aba okan ye ntimi ntra ye bi si mu nje de bi ade ye no ni en fele se Ghana be te se America na be UK baba
That's right.
ena from sa o sa dede na bi a ye sa dede enra dede we nyina no ubebuka say ene kosi sen at the end of the day no e die ben da wanim say wo bag na say ahokyira ba mo ba nyame adom tama na mo kona Ghana bibia de na kwam one employment obi aye adwuma wa nye adwuma kura na akwa na ya pe bia ma wo so hu sa mo de say nyama nyina atoto akwam e ma Ghana fo nyina ho tom edu awie a ba bi ayi kwenkwen ene chikafa wa edum so ho ba bi ukọ awia woni di ya no afa chense no akọ no akọ ne atibia ma mu ja Ghana pepepepe no wa haship edi say ne wa ba na to mu say haship na sa babaka be kire yen je wo san ba oba mi asan kwaji kwenkwen free ana ba mi kwaji chikafa free be kire say ne mani nyina na Ghana fo nyina enye dede o papa se bi o mo free se bi o ye nye trasam ye fa nyi tumi kaka sam tire Ghana ni na nto na so no nyina so fa nto aba ma I'm saying papa yam fa nto ba bi ni ma o man no ye tire adwen ene papa bi yi obi Kofi Krantin o mo de na beto platform yi omunya kwanya kwatena ba bi na ebuso mo nsema be kasa akofa asset UK asset America asset fill form never kwaji presidential candidate kura pow want me ande.
All right, Kamna, let me say, okay, we are fine. What's my okay? Opening Sami said that last week, no, something similar to that. Now, or can say, Emrana NDC, war Abamuna. Now, MPP, Igna Pronechi, waiting to come in. And you are not very aware of the view is there. Instead of NPP, and can't check Ghana for say or my here and there. No Ghana for now, or my they know say or my day. And he said, they would have wanted, and I say he would have wanted Senka Ombetre, the Omobeye. Na who actually woman at home. But many people were insisting say aba it is one ono na monko keka monko kan monkanchira omo say omo nyo omadwuma yi. People weren't so enthused with the idea say you were seeking views from someone who is not in power. And they said you will see canano and can no right say any oshe yukurum haseya say assembly ba oma omuni aban no they sit down and then they also bring in a kwan omo ho no mo a kombe de be omo be ye at the corner abana abana wo so no de be no until every now and then utim hu no say there is competitive ideas as to how we will move the nation forward. That is the way forward. And he said, "Why can beautiful? We hope, say, going forward, and Yanom will keep their focus to that angle. Say Bibi, Anna Ebeba or Mine, our focus should be just, having or bringing out better ideas, better solutions to whatever the problem you face, So the Baya Omano Ebetimi Akonkai. It is a very, very beautiful thing. Anna Wakana. So Penisa, Mr. Makana. Penisa was explaining or was also having the same views. But I am obviously said say that we are repeating the same cycle one more time. And the necessary information I wasn't from opposition with regards to how we'll be able to ease the burden of our nation. That is not what we're getting. The same cycle as the Uncle Country Ghana for so many more day. We was Nipa na Uncle Country and so many more day. It's like Nipa no nim so many more day and we nim so many more day. Thank you very much for that. Now, Yama, say, Wafa Kwame, and Fanafana Wedemra. Oba Kwame, young boy.
Okay. Kwabnadum, you're from was a party propaganda for mobile radios who said the bear the Achiano. No more a person more treno. One more.
Papa, but
Special
question. I'm coming. That's Obi Busam.
Oba Kwame, 1 second, Mr. Why? Mammy had it.
That's all my metropo question. I'm saying to me.
Okay, Mammy share. I'm
you know about more dear minimum so bet you so of a me breaking.
Or the question me by or say hardship globally. So ministers should pack the V8 and use smaller cars like all. Oh, okay. All right.
Because I'm saying about the whole world and I'm saying Russia-Ukraine war, COVID. And so I'm paying for that. We use very high petrol consumption cars. And see, I'm saying about more. Because you use car and more consume petrol. Let us say all of us are tightening our belt. Me, you, Kufuado, Mahama, why Sami Obia, you know, tighten your belt together. Because you know, solve a problem. But that is not the case.
Someone may also argue, someone may also argue, trying to get smaller cars in, and also maybe an smaller cars living in the
Ghana government cars the fleet, they are packing
but maybe they can still use bigger cars, but perhaps they should think about sharing. Says the president ko baby na cars ne do so kakra fine. Into this time almost share car no.
Now right? Reduce petrol consumption. Yeah.
And see one Anna all can say we should get smaller cars now. If the means is also there now, if we get those smaller cars as well. And also ideal. Well, to be frank with you, I've shared a story here. Let me say ACL of France. With regards to a certain bus driver. Now snow at top, right? See, or the bus ne okudru bus stop no. Na bus na bomma kakra. Okudru bus stop na papa bi ti wheelchair mu debe ejina bus stop no. Na obviously no ojinaye thinking say the very ones on the bus no will adjust themselves. Nanka papa ya oti wheelchair ni matima debe e jump in. Obi ejina bus no musa obi anya he. Upon her driver and her house, no. Bass no, a hair and a vigina, and cover a baby, yapon, bass napon, until he moved everyone out of the bus. We or call ma, papa now, or future, a full bass, right? O piano man, it's not bassing. O piano man, it's not bassing, or announce say bass never resume service into Bianya debe, Obianfo. Could you believe that these people went on the bus and there was still space on the bus? What it tells us, and it said, whatever the situation, we can do adjustments and then we can still make space for other people who may be in need to get the support that they need. said there are so many ways. You see, it's like we may have limited resources, but there are infinite ways of which we'll be able to use that same limited resources to promote life. And if we do certain adjustments, it will help. Ama omano ebenye sika kakra and say the kutia backlog of encophobia salaries, right? So yeah, adjustments here and there, we'll be able to use those adjustments to defray some of these costs. Now coming suggested a chain into offer. I think it's really any question to come. It's just a passing comment. Why? Thank you very much. Yo, Wafa, any offer Kwame? So ask why?
Last comment here, in fact, me can't want some clearly. In fact, it's our story we my head and Tennessee. But any BP France. I had no buy and only anticasano. Until you buy and so you knew your home because French culture different from English speaking culture na initiative to say if France even though I'm not a French born French citizen, it makes we proud to be in France. See your chance to call Ghana. You think you am a Ghana you're rich pa. Inti me ba me dada no so. And they say Isaac, okay, I seem bina minim how true the story is. And they say, people like Kwame Nkrumah, species, once in every century. Minim say true, say true. But Kwame Nkrumah, meaning say 50 years ago, I don't know. Now the woman say ye train say another Kwame Nkrumah beba eno de ne say ye be chepa inti e de na aka de aka ne say ye be hwehwe system for fra e betumi ama Ghana etumi akọ lenim because if we are going to rely on Ghanaians as individuals say Ghanaian leader there na say we typical example say Ghanaian, you can rely on Ghanaian because we bet me a pretend they say because hope and Ghana for war na name no last show what the yesika tesrono proceed from to that V8 mono basta it is the Ghana for ye nipa bia woman nim bibie yo it is go shibia no. But these people, they don't have know-how. They don't know how to manage their own country. And technology, so we are not there. And teachers say, I say, infraphobia, woman say, woman, and woman do question. So, and media, the American say, moi, muni hope, no. The only hope I make media mamma say, if you can rely on the people, change the system because it's a changing system no be able to me because checks and balances ye mistakes are ye no e be me kwa me correct na say e ba say bibi na ye di say e ba say ye choose say ye be ye the constitution e be rule o man no constitution no they say Ghana constitution no say be ye Bible into you to me paper yeah correction. And it is a Kobase, ye draw new constitution, and ye constitution, and ye amendable. It is a mistake never bar, near paper, near correct mistake, That's the only way to move forward. Let me imagine say, ye baby boom might be, Yakope, yes, to be no babadiano. Ghana, as we have seen, Minka say yes to cry, but Ghanaians are yaka hodie. obi ni ho a yɛka kyerɛ sɛ wɔdwen wɔn ma no yi a ɔbɛdi ɛbɛkɔ mountain top
All right, thank you very much, Wafa Kwame. Mamenko, Wafa Bodia Baum, Wafa B. So I already did have a fan away, brother, and as you can sumra. Okay, you, any, Isaac Bra, why? Isaac Bra, no, no, you can more.
Yeah, Medasi. Hey, but he said the customer becan and I am a straight. I am a straight. We your bar, who on Quora, a comment them Quarano. Instead, so over fun solution now. A quite fast one Quana baby dino. Or Chama, Ukun, I want you out to know, or Bansa, a Quana didi. Now we a Obatampa. I dare some a Maki said the cake catcher. Say, Ghana for Wuno. NDC for Amfa Adia Mobile Baye. So, Amo yes, Ampona, and Ghana for Bones or more, Amoyam Quasia for power, more Jimmy, because Omonjo. Ah, a patro wire day. Bibian Koso, my name. On Amon Taho, Amon Farm Popos and Rama to Ghana for himself, your bass and your bay. I mean,
as a booty, you see, my name said that I was Usi Huni because you find say on my wire, right? And you know, solutions, me boy. O man, you idea. And wow, ote flanks, no. Oh, wow, we need a no. Who's problems, maybe. You have another way via Ujin say and Kauna wa bemwa and Kaobeyano. I don't think say if you share, let's say be a abano and so eti no fat at the year you might and Kayam from Zwana.
Hey, na demonstration no more no, and more the man can and I'm winning the course. A demonstration be a muye biano, or mofa idea or mine here at the book crata so at the a funny petition. Almost command government, no. Into no government, no, and a better idea a walk and cut and more idea component here. Now I say demonstration, no, or more no, Pasodia Maso. One can kind tra, and I wouldn't be a course who can enter. Oh, yeah, demonstration, no. Yes.
As my make and can come by as I'm not.
Me can't some actual into me can't some I sometimes also nyabotre mo be ano nsi answer because anytime be I can say you know jump in na nipa na asem na obekampo no na wafa kwame yare ni bi abehemu na ni refi na yes I no point me say one can kind na so I can kind the course will Ghana demonstration no e dey aba akobon say yes because one I buy at the petrol so 7% a few petrol so demonstration no more no. Into set demonstration no so a man for so and can buy no and so and I buy so no I will need ma who say no or yeah bubble. This time campaign yeah demonstration na what can buy again SCBB so yeah the old barber yeah demonstration what can buy again see yeah how a man for a kumuno and I will try by agency so. I don't think I do that time now or demonstration no one can so me bad and bayini because almost a operator no more buy in no more demonstration now fado and then the marty a few more did no operator I did some almost say or money more you mean to you mean to you to into no why say na de obi aba no so e kan bi akyerɛ ha o say o on fa na yimra demonstration so no ye de politics na ana ye de campaign ye na sometimes me say I can for omo MPP mu no omo big problem what dey ne me think me say me buy you know first asam be kan say or the boy ni Farsi ni bomb pie no. Or the boy ni the original from short to mu. Farsi ni the end on an empire no bono on our board can see or the boy ni no. Mono then move runs. Me, obi oye hero mommy and runs. Because Bonia ubedino, Bible kwaka, your chose can woo or second. Mono mobile, nya mo you before. You before na mo che Ghana for send ya to bomb bobi, send ye cool. What to her? Kobadu say sister. You kunu okumase ya. Ashe no ka ho. Kobadu say you kukun kofo, you tun kumane, you kukun kofo. On the and the no money afra because that's how momote. Because more than one person back can say school. Oboy Moses, you do not to gauge mu. Send I Arab for actually Jordanian pirate now of modern to gauge more machine. More than to gauge more boy Moses. A gentleman said they make an engine of credit. And more support you, Mumra America, or boy Moses, you do not to gauge mu. At the Ahmaso car, actually, I would the whole Accra. I'm a new yaya. More, no one more chair Ghana for sending Yaku. Because you be Giano and Obu. Now, Monday, you cool as and the four more business into no, or no pen a more you are. I'm cool as and the four or more money and no more than because our money needs our party in the world. More person better. One person better. Oh, say, yeah, internet history work on. Say, oh, can't, Obi Barrel fell because Mona Moche Ghana for sending a yoku. Mo and I moche Ghana for sending a yoku. Internet near my Akukwaso and a PNBC and way by, you know. As I Nkofo Omudika Kweza and CPP4. CPP4. Internet said, once I ban also what time I tap for buy and I also time do I also call a year as a I tap for the year Juma apart from Nkoma. I tap for the year Juma. Sir, dam no irrigation dam no I tap on the bay. I must say near Mamma to near Ma Kogu Apumu, as said equipment all we now the Kogu Apumu. Again, Mesa. A champo, or your military, or your Santino. Because say a champo, I was CPP, you know. More as and the former war, you know, more part champo, because more better a champo, because a champo, Juma, a champo bedi, you know. Estate a war, estate a war, Ghana, contesting where estate, Quadasuma estate, any other estate. A champo, the bed bread, then come on, bed bread, you know. It's no, Madame Annuncino.
Let me ask you
a question.
Yeah, Brennan. Why?
Mamma from Manusi, Mamma 30 seconds from Manusi.
Wait,
30 seconds, they're saying, and yeah, no, Mr. Wadaroma, or therefore. A gentleman, a Kukwado, a Bobosia, Mahama, a dear Mahama, a cow boy, no, 120 million. The Abo Nano and the Mahama Dinan, 120 billion. Mahama. Bosiano, ebine Kumasi airport na Bosino, ebine interchange no, Opokwasi interchange no, ebine circuit there, hospital so CC here, school so CC here, harbor expansion, and airport, OCC here, no more ye na no size can be, says ya, train line more no, me fi ekwe, sir. Mahama Bosiano boy, you know, a bina mode, more than a boy, you know. Branaba can't some chance a cooper the dinner buy or buy or so a coffee pineapple. I think you can't say, a cooper a bready. Mahama, they see a trouble gas fund. A Ghana government.
Thank you. You asked for 30 seconds. Why? Mami Musawu. Since you know more about the demonstration, how many organize NDC party in the organizer and I say Ghana for can organize which one?
Oh, Ghana for the organizer, yeah, MPP, yeah, NDC. Mona, Bernard Mona, on your NDC, or not, or yeah, the real organize into no uti o asema uti Bernard Mona interview no mo ye na was say NDC for ka ho MPP for some of the MPP for mpo ka ho PSC ka ho Ghana for nyina ka ho into no mo say aya mpe for ha wafa ba ye no obeka so ofoso ampofo ane general mosquitoes no ne omo keka ho nyina mpefo bebre eka ho omo ye Ghana fo bebre divers one driver at the ne car be see wo or petrol prices wo nearby country say no omo share border nyina every coast petrol abo ane Ghana dey pe ane wo high tell omo nyina yen so ye two petrol into no so because so NDC for na yeah no
Okay.
Bernard Mona yeah NDC yeah,
I just wanted to be sure on that one. Why? Offer body. Offer me.
Papa body and tap for the Hano.
What's why I read my name quickly. Why? I'm quickly. Yanko.
Nase kwa bna omo so waka sasa. Papa. The me ban sem say Mate say ye dey marry so power eba Kumasi o. Na from Takoradi to Kumasi no. We dey chan private jet ne sika no. Takoradi to Kumasi no almost say $35 million. It we hu nsem a ye kan bi ni o. Ye dey ade ni aba si ye dey free abrochira abagana no. Ya mo ho kasa. You try ya
na America Ghana for dia na wofa.
O say
America no Ghana for dia na.
O say America ni dia Mahama kofa ba ne ka ayeye de dada but wa oni mkrofo yi ntobofo yi connection mind fo yi omo sande yes ni bi akotum ade a ye tam aso a ye tua ka no se na omo premier nteka na omo sande tam ni bi akoka ho omo de koka ho omo de free time akọ Takoradi we na eya omo gensi edumba na omo ka Lawrence mu ni eyi a Lawrence mu ba ya kosombo no wo ti se de no ana kwabranka onimba bia wo but Lawrence mu travel from God di akosombo no koya kosi sehwiano ekosi elubo edibi ko sirem yantu akosombo na nko omo hwe ya na nya yi no build another bi eyi ni bi otama no sa edi eyi ni ko no ha ena Mahama mukofo bi di be sitema ena omode sa power na sowuko siremu nyina ma ye sovu dum so ba bia yantu ase tubo fonko aba ye won say from Tema to Takoradi scanner and so on you see from Kumasi dum so ba enti ye de ko ho ebi am betimi awaya kura akono eno no scan tubo mamti poly $35 million ebei kwabranti Ghana for yanya momobo oma ade ti bia nkrofo we omo de ade foforo baba na ba ko no ntimi nka wie enti papa se nkrofo ba ha na Isaac mo na naska mo ni abere bebrebe a eya na nya omo fort but me na naska problem ne se sa nwomo we nyina akoso uba na do wani akosi Danka Williams omo so kro no mbo na kakra bi we mo de ende omo timi bobo anu no omo de japade nyina akoto Danka Williams mo de ekura wo kan de se kwase ni ti ase na agoragu obia kakra na ni tete se o na naska wani ati so nkoto collection but we mo de ende chinchina o tuosi so upe ompo ye de kwaje de ade na kwaye enti no papa oman no ababi aduru no ehu pa se yanhwe na yampe se Isaac oben kwabran ese etimi man kwajere no ho esi ade ndi aban de papa we de ompe ba de aduru de esi e bonu popo kika pa misia wa na no de abom
Well, and then you lie, the enemy does. Why?
Musuban, Papa, on this, Muna Musuban, Papa, and this, Musuban, no, and first Suban Copra, Papa.
Now, and make you brave. So fun. And how do the other? Nanasika made auto strategic point. Yay!
Let's come to Sama Quabranca. Nanasika
uncle.
Oh, Mamenko, Papa Mamenko. Papa, if we are say, oh, yeah, Pakata and Toponko. Me bride is many sound, but Miss Rocas, I know what Jabby. Why? Papa, me come anymore. Papa,
to what is
balance the room.
cancer?
Balance.
Nanasika onya bi say de na ba ya onya bi sika
Papa,
aha
mento aso.
Osi wo kasa onya bi say chechim kakra ma na
Say, Papa, also, one ne Casano, Oprom Tone say, the time aso. What I say? Still no Casa. As an hour, now can me. What prepare to come. Who can they baby him? And two Casa no Jabby. Jabby Pasha baby. Now that she be a dear chair. You was asked for us actually in a P. Many years a Jamensa.
right
Hey,
yo
asɛm a
That's
ano
repeat.
me mahu baabi a ɔde fa o nti no papa smile bisa ne yie maame
Don't
sɛ
repeat
mentie
too
ɛyɛ hɔ na
much.
mede fa
Me say, repeat too much.
okay all right Nanasika is okay wa chechim Isaac ebi ana wa ntia na say emfa kwan ma wa it's entirely your choice so we override with it why it's no yanko
adeɛ no obi ka asɛm na wo ma bio mu a na ɔbɛ akizu wo a na gye
But
sɛ
I
yɛdeɛ
said, don't just onim say.
ɛne asɛm no na anka yɛyɛ ma so bio na
That
because
is
yɛni so bio nti
ade
no obi
kɔkyena
bɛka
wɔ hɔ
asɛm a
wobɛbɔ ɔkyena na wakyerɛ to na ade aba ɔkyena yɛnkɔ yɛnim
wafa
it.
kwame yare no bi bɛba me so
That I say, Chaso, Makasa Yawa, Chaso. If you say, do Chasa, onim say the chia. And
na
Tia
nti na
Casa
akyɛ na ne
Yaki.
deɛ ɛyi
Me say, we repeat
maki
you,
sɛ de ka
Hondo.
bɛka asɛm maki sɛ de ka bɛka asɛm ma bɛyi ano anaa woawohu baabi a wogyina
There be me say, we
woawohu
repeat
baabi a
you,
wogyina
Hondo.
Isaac it's okay
Papa,
okay Nanasika koso why koso
me or Papa Bran, Opa, with all due respect, Kumasi politics now, yen. Politics now, ye, Kumasi politics. Oh, the chum.
wotia sɛ mewɔ choice anaa mene choice sɛ mɛyɛ
Kumasi politics now, yen, Mammy show mu. Nane Kufado ban also be see one district, one factory. Adeɛ kyerɛ ya ɔsɛ yɛ kɔbisa tena one district one factory no ɔhia bɛka kyerɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ me na mewɔ sɛ bebie factories na ɔsɛ temamufo ne bie factories. I mean, what sort of logic is this? How can you defend this? Ne kura ne da hɔ paa so na otwa fa nkyɛn. Ɔfa adɛn? Yɛ nyina yɛ kumasefoɔ ma mo ma ne so dodo yɛ mo ma na adɔle yɛ too much. Yɛmfa ne kura nto baabi a ne kura ne da. Na ne kufoɔ ade sɛ ɔnyɛ soro abɔfo. Mfomso wɔ no ho. Ɔho. Papa, enti bosia bebrebe na ne kufoɔ ado abɔ ne nyina nti schoolfoɔ teacherfoɔ no de tu ɔmo ka. Besia na ne kufoɔ abɔ ne nyinaa sɛ teacherfoɔ bi tena fie 3 years nti ɔmo ka. Na teacherfoɔ no mo tena fie 3 years mpaatɔ. 3 years na mo tena fie na yɛ dɛ na mo tumi hwɛ ɔmo abusua. Huh? Papa, me de besia na obi ate me da ate.
okay all right then
wode bɛsi ampa because wonni asɛm pa bia
ebe oho ndị akụrụ enyi Melchizedek yanko hi
yo papa mɛda ase na makɔ mekɔ m'anim na makyea bia me sɛ abi wɔ akyire hɔnom a ɔtoto blues ma me wɔ akyire hɔ nti na abi mekyea wo na papa saa asɛm wei mede to w'anim na wabɔ mmɔden aka kyerɛ na ne sika ma me sɛ saa deɛ na ɔyɛ no m'ani nyɛ ho papa anytime bi obi baba bi ɔbɛba bɛka mfante pɛ na ne sika ne mfante sɛ wɔhemfon na wasate de mfante ɛha madwen wɔ ha mɛsrɛ no sɛ ɔbɛka mfante a ɔba a ɔnka mfante sɛ ɛyi sɛ ɔbɛka a mempɛ saa nneɛma no enti papa bɔ mmɔden a ne nya ne kasa kyerɛ Baba, na muze jamen sabaye na neska bel. The neska baye all of a sudden. Then the kase nyina akoda ne mfante.
So when on the other, you know, on the bounds, oh, any a koto abamao, ne honu wi anu asako nyina ba bi foforo, ye besere wo. Ube enyu ayenyu, ube ehyen so ayehye. Ube kamfante akampante. Aide kunum kro omo be yi enzema ho no kro na omba ayi ayana na asem de on fancy baby abanyare. Papa, ye ko ye nam say me te say eda buadi keka so Duncan Williams no mani ade papa. Amamuo any wiase, any say the wiase nyina akekere no. Onya Bible class onya ko pon se ode obia pe amano obia pe o wi asemode amano se bia me no we na bia baka bia me MPP ni a me pe no no o kire betimi aka se bia me CPP ni me pe no no obia de obia pa amano me ntia se bia papa e ba se Ghana se bia e ba amamu ni ade a se wan ko kan se bia man krofo ku obia na omu didi watem wan ko kan se bia man krofo ku ana se mete omsofo ba ako aginasare ejina ho ka se omo di abansi ka nyina ombe vomit ampa na America no senka me wo mre bia mechecha ka sofo obi a politician wa sore a beba be ho politician we diske bia no si e twina kwa ye betwe wa ko bi because 10% into tutu odudu no odi betu ugbo onum into tutu odudu no ebi atama ayiwayo mekwaje fairness za judgment debt no na okwa asore mental otabe asore anya o diskan bi ko ugbo onum tinka ye twi mensa ye twi da fairness wayo mi no na wo sofo no so odi ba na to ye twi mu bi anya tare ya na okotena ho no ma ka na Japan betena ni mo se o keska odi ba no wa sesa na dwen de emo ogudi ye na wa fe ne sresre e bo ne nsem obusa no ba bi eska no odi fi odi ba so wa musa no obo de zama di egum mo on ma wafa ayifo wafa violent people and amamfo so na we nim ko anu ajabu edi se hwan movie star we koye demonstration anajo na we koye demonstration anajo over in the history of Ghana Ibonese we dey to tell say bi o Ghana we ku bi o Ghana and I say I to trust say me ko Ghana no what is we bi da na say Ibonese ko demonstration anajo a yema mo terrorist group we mutimi ko demonstration at the end of the day no police 415 ekogu hospital watchira besa abo ho aba so be say demonstration bi police for no koda hospital bi mu ebi ana wo na ba koda hospital so fi say true trust papa ma kwan ne ko die true trust ma abato na ye to Ghana no at the end of the day the ballot box and ko si ho say me to abantum di obi aka che ona ato wasom na ye ode no ko dira so ne fa to aba eto box ni yen ka je say wo abeti ye di atu trasem no be fa ballot box no ko na afa ballot box so na de ko say ye musu na ye be go otu akun because any pa nyina adwen kire na wo box ni mu edi mo da bo say mo ye atu trafo na atu trasem na de be ba fa wade a 2024 mo ba mo 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 say de bia mo ka no mo ho see ko di atu trasem until the end of the day no we obituary a ni ye ko siewu na Ghana de ko nanim papa meda wase na maka cho say e ya adwentre ene edi buman na do ba de bi o so wadi ntura kire me free education 419 me say 419 me say 419 ena Ghana fo nyina 419 no so e ko to abatwitwiri die se mu nim bibia mo fa mo asem nko ti so de oni asem bia na de bia tutu asem na awa ye so tutu ni epieto no ye de aban ayi na wuro ti mu de mo nko so a na mu de mo nya tutu asem wo manim na the end of the day nkwada ni nyina ehwe mo ye the box ni besi wono ma obetu so between a tutu asem eni obi o che na adwene se bia ye obomo de mi ba o mi abo papers na no obe ba betu mo se aye obi asum de ni ye kwa na so ye hwe papers ni gu ho ni ye kan a na wo de wani bre akwa wie jemensa so na se jemensa na one kokache one enye campaign ma se amanfo nkoto aba ma wa no be kache so wia mo 2024 atemdidie enko ballot paper no so bi o e ya adwen a ye kwa kire se be a meye b meye c e de ko enim ti mu da buta atemdidie na tutu asem na mu edi a so the Nigeria ni bi kan continue na e de ye be kire asempa ene me bua Ghana for in the future national health insurance yenye we ni ebe bua Ghana for no we will tell them till the end of the day no okosalaya obetu between violence any future ni open no ato abana tum papa me dase
yo pamna that's it. Why? Na yada obi bia ono so de na video no to A24 radio. Ebeda obi bia nso ase. Once again, agent na obi a na baby a wogina. Any said you will see ehu na ade. Enu achi no. We all have different upbringing as to how we unfold or we put across what we have even seen say an issue or a problem. Nti ya na nkoswa enya abotre na yentiti ho e wa sopam. Sometimes we say obi ka bibi na wutie no a the consciousness na so it plays a major role. Sometimes we listen to ourselves with the idea say yes, I'm listening to him, said the beya me hum mfumso bi a obeye na menya e dia bashe no and then the you miss out the many important things the person would say. Enti say ye ho a emfa asopa enti ye ho na ye hu ni say said ye ti bia no obia nya de nyina ye be hu ade from the same angle, from the same perspective. Enye adwuma sa na emom no baby a me hu no ene said ye wonso be hu no na ye busi ye questions. Are there better ways of doing what you think we should do? Now, are there better ways of doing things rather than the way you are suggesting we should do? We jojo. Na dwen kese na ye debe. Na ye adwuma correct. What na nya say? You say yes. Obenyansafo bi na kana say we say when thinking ends or thinking stops, war begins. Thinking. Adwene no kokodru baby ne jaya. Nothing war ayedebe na war ashase. Nti adwene no nso de ani kwanse ma no end over baby. We should carry on doing the thinking. Yebenya the appropriate way for us to move our nation forward. Ene na mento abomu no we can say the programming na ye wono yenhwe na yenka ho asem pa esan say we have been programmed say we will hit more on the ills that we have identified of ourselves. Now even when we hit more on the ills now, we just hit on it just to prove we say we are more evil than possibly I am. And only the consciousness. Man, the consciousness is say ills now I'm just hitting on it with the idea say I am suggesting possible ways you will be able to reduce those ills. And yes, interest until when you meet people who are so doused in the political discourse of our nation now, that is exactly what they do. I want to prove that this person is more evil. Yes, but not the idea say the ills now identify of this person. No. Oh, you say yeah, and yama ebekuye. About the let's just say our focus is simply on the ills, and the ills is what we will get every now and then. Me say we every day you program we are on program in an area and deprogramming programming. The word programming there, it is going on in our lives every particular moment in our time. And toda hono a phone na wahwe phone no so apps bi a wohwe a use no na delete ebi so hono a also update no update nyina say you want things to run smoother on your phone. Sa na yin fanso yaye dan den nyina me say ye ba ye ho aduro said ye be ya we will be beautiful vessels through which beautiful solutions will run through for a beautiful Ghana to happen in our lifetime. Even if that beautiful Ghana does not happen in our lifetime, whatever we are doing now will be seeds it will certainly grow into a wonderful Ghana. But it all begins with we coming to the understanding, say, irrespective of the various factions or various parties that we may belong to, there is nothing bigger than the fact that we are simply Ghanaians. Now, yeah, Ghana for the entreaty from that angle for us to get the very best for ourselves. You know, what it? Then I'm here at my Yemra Emetuaso right here on Bamaso. Mediani and Noah and Papa Smile until we come again tomorrow. Bye bye.
Younger.
Black.
I'm Rad.
Yo.
I love it.
Abutra kwa mabrame hoda debita. Mikwana minim dia me konti mashobia o manika. Yamani we dia mankasa manya ude de se dikanika. Kwa kutra life ne kwa dia me kodane samisa. I was working on myself for my brother manado. No. It's me nice so from 7 and no barrier to bread dominato. No. It's out to the anantio. Me de no 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 na mi go. Yo. It's out to the anantio. Then I botra sa na mo. Yo.
Me nyabo tranka me nka ho. Bi kranka me de yensanom. Omo ameni omo hyase pi be pepa me ho se me taw. If you am free mu men hanom, me di agye di pa me crash shovel. We rest your pon mu na papa free mu ajanka ba me am face me hustle. 14 years old boy with a scar. I never thought I could become a star. Choking feature na me bompa yes a boafo bi ani ho ba be fa. Time on take na hwen sonko. Ko bi a me ye bi anso sonko. Me nyankopon se me ntuma na mo no bokko na me ntento.
Atete dia na antio. Me de no 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 na mi go. Yo. The atete dia na antio. Then I botra sa na mo. Yo. The atete dia na antio. Me de no 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 na mi go. Yo. The atete dia na antio. Then I botra sa na mo. Yo.
You me 9 back. You are number 2 back. Me kon chen sa simbi ba na makoma chiatwe me ho. You be one and fa me ho. Me am the ene so mani. Dear me penedin fie pepe na bampa me jemani. One step at a time. Oh boy a guy. I pray to have patience all the time. And so many of us going to me then all I gotta do is just keep on trying. Between me 9 back. You are number 2 back. Me kon chen sa simbi ba na makoma chiatwe me ho.
Abutra kwa mabrame hoda debita. Mikwana minim dia me konti mashobia o manika. Yamani we dia mankasa manya ude de se dikanika. Kwa kutra life ne kwa dia me kodane samisa. I was working on myself for my brother manado. No. It's me nice so from 7 and no barrier to bread dominato. No. It's out to the anantio. Me de no 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 na mi go. Yo. It's out to the anantio. Then I botra sa na mo. Yo.
Younger.